There we go. All right. Okay. And I guess let me switch this because now I don't think y'all need that. Anyway, what is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It is your boy Ernie the Blerd Without Fear. And for whatever reason, my camera is still because I have my virtual cam on. I'm just gonna turn this off and not show myself, I guess. Yeah. So basically what's going on here is we got my homie SkyBlew in the building back again after man, when was the last time? I think the last time we had you back on, when was that?
Man, was it like
it's been a minute.
2019 maybe, or something like that.
Like maybe 2020, because I know I think kind of like COVID was kind of a thing, I think, like right around the time that we had kind of first kicked off.
Yeah,
but
it was 5 years ago.
Yeah,
okay, damn. Wow.
You know what? Here's a better way to describe it, bro. It was Blerd Cave number 28.
Oh man, dude, that's been like 5 ever ago.
Jeez. You've been cooking since then, so yeah.
Well, you've been busy. Yeah, you've been hella busy. And I'm not mad at you for it. But no, you've had plenty of shit going on. And like you've been doing your music thing, just killing it. Absolutely killing it. For those who don't know, SkyBlew, you didn't hear it this time because we didn't do the countdown today. But whenever you hear the intro, to the Blerd Without Fear channel, the live streams, you are hearing SkyBlew's music. You're hearing SkyBlew's music. So
I'm honored, by the way. Appreciate you, bro. So many people that came to me still like, I found you through Blerd Without Fear. And I was like, hey, that's my Blerds, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, we love it. Well, I just always thought it was cool because you have largely kind of been this awesome voice in the music spectrum where I guess people who like that they love comic books, they love anime, they love video games, like they can kind of relate because like you have this kind of a vibe that just really lends itself very well to that kind of audience, like like all the time, like everything's just real chill, everything's cool, it's laid back, it's awesome. And so there you go. I was just well, I mean, hey, I give the flowers where they are due. But no, I was curious, like with here, let me see if it'll actually let me do. Well, let me do my camera thing. Probably not. Here, let's.
Now, what you just put on yours? The world needs to see the chrome dome.
I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying. There we go. Okay, now it is. I had to turn off everything in OBS in order for that to work. So I apologize, y'all. I know. I know. My you want to see this mildly comely face, and it's it was not happening. But anyway,
Very poor choice of words.
No, man. It's
we want to see the
2025.
Blerd Without Fear. We don't want to see the comely Blerd Without Fear.
Yeah, no. You want to see the comely Blerd Without Fear. Yeah, the Blerd with comeliness. But no, so you've been a busy guy, and some of your stuff has been making its way, not just across the the country, but your music's been like reaching out like across the globe. You've been your music has been popping up in video games and whatnot and what have you. Like, man, what has life been like for you these last few years?
It's a blessing for one, and life has been awesome and awful, and y'all see why Gonna
Yeah.
look back later. But
we got a
so
track. I didn't know what to think of it when you had sent it my way. I was like, ooh, this could go a lot of different ways. But then it was like it was chill, it was vibes. I was like, oh man, this is uplifting as fuck.
hey man, I mean that was a point of the album, but you know we'll get to that. And
Mm,
yeah, life's been pretty wild, man. You know, in a battle for the universe and stuff. You know, came back to Earth for a little while and had some stuff to take care of, man. And it's been kind of wild, you know. So in the midst of after all that with COVID and everything, it's like resetting and building back up, you know. So I couldn't do the same things I was doing before. I had to a lot of like I was traveling all kind of stuff before then, so it's like I had to start all over because a lot of the promoters and all kind of stuff like that they're not there no more. So it's like
mm,
dang, it's like I really had to start over. And so I was just having trying to figure some things out, and in the midst of that I was like right now I just got out of the wilderness and stuff like that. So but I learned some things. I was going through some training as well. So I
oh,
grew and physically, mentally, spiritually as well and stuff like. So
you didn't
but
tell
like
me
I
you
was
went to
going
the
through
Leaf
that.
Village.
You know,
Bro, you see that
like
Vegeta picture behind
I
him? He was in that
this
time
this
chamber
this
chilling.
the spirit detective badge I got right here was earned. So I had to go through some things for that.
Hey,
And
hey,
so
I respect it. I respect it.
appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. So in the midst of that, life was wild. So I was learning a lot of things and things were changing around me and stuff. So in the midst of that, I was like, man, we got to figure some things out. So when the world shut down, literally, like I know it sounds crazy, but the world shut down. A lot of people was just like, fearful in many ways, but like a lot of artists that I knew as well was just like they didn't come back from that, or they didn't know how to take that. And in
Hmm.
the midst of that, I was like, man, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna, kind of succumb to this? This whackness, that sledge, or we gonna like, we're gonna rise up and we gonna be the light. And that's when me and my bro Novel and Maestro got together. We made Keys of Light. And it's like we're just gonna put it all into here. If we never do music again or whatever, we're gonna put it all into this album and we're gonna give people light in the midst of the darkest time we ever been in. And so that's what Keys of Light was about. And then we had the song Light Switch. And in the midst of that, that song ended up being on, the awesome game. Shout out to Team Reptile, Barn Rush Cyberfunk. And me and
Hmm.
Navo the Maestro connected because I already, he was already around for a while and then started playing the keys on at shows for me and stuff like that. But like he wasn't fully making music. So that's his first like fully produced album. Like he did some stuff in the past, part of the band geeks. And but like this was him. I'm stepping out. I'm a producer, I'm an artist. And so yeah, it was gonna be an EP, but then we did a whole album and it was like in the midst of that, we had Light Switch and we was already connected with Team Reptile for the game, but that song wasn't supposed to be on there. Light switch happened because we was pitching different songs because I almost had got to a point where I was like, man, I don't know if I'm got what y'all looking for. I know y'all want to work together, but because they was looking for a certain sound, it was like the future of street and it's like it's like future street kind of like it was they trying to explain like because the game has graffiti and
Mhm.
Hmm.
breakdancing and music and all that, so they was trying to word it, and I was like, word, that sounds dope. I don't know what to do with that. So we were just kind of like, and like they was like, yo, we want like you want like a song that's like video game music, but it ain't like video game music. So it ain't like you're making a
Hmm.
song for a video game. It's just music, And so and we was pitching stuff, and it was like months had went by, and we had some demos ready. But then Light Switch, I was like, oh yeah, by the way, my new because we are Wizard Communication, so outside of the game, so they're like mad cool. Shout out to Dion, and we was like, I was like, yeah, oh by the way, man, check this out, man. I just dropped my new album and stuff, and I was like, here's a song called Light Switch. It wasn't for the game. It wasn't for the game. It was just like, yo, check this out, by the way. And he listened to it. He was like, oh, that's it.
They're like,
I
it's
was
for
like,
the game now.
yes, for the game. I was like, oh, word, I appreciate you like it. He's like, no, that's it. Like, this is for the game. We want to use this. It was like, oh, okay. And rest is history, man. And when it came out, we didn't know where it was gonna be at in the game. we just knew it was gonna be in there. We super huge fans, me and Navo, of Jet Set Radio Future. That's one of the
Mm-hmm.
first thing me and him like connected with.
Mhm.
And we was like, we would get up at band practice and different things, and we'd just be like singing songs from it and like little puns from it. Not everybody knew. We would try to tell them, but we knew. We was like, yo. And so the fact of the matter is, ended up being years later of like a spiritual successor to it. It's like, I mean, if they ain't God, I don't know what to tell you, because it just the way it happened like that. It wasn't supposed to happen if it wasn't supposed to happen. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So and then that ended up being in the game. The intro. Oh my bad. Was you about to say something?
No, say yeah, no. Like based what you just say, yeah, it's like the intro for the game, pretty much. Like it's like one
Yeah,
of the
yeah. You
first
know what I'm
songs you
saying?
hear, so that's a great introduction
Yeah.
to you.
And it ended up being in I'm sorry, I'm plugging in my power. But So it ended up being on, like the at the hideout, which is before you go
Mm-hmm.
into like it's like a hub. So before you end up going out and doing missions and going through the towns and stuff, it's just like you can just skate around, skate power lines, do tricks, and you can switch from different, skating, skateboard, and biking and everything like that. So it goes back and forth on that song. That's like the main song, and it's at the beginning of the game when it first started. It's like the opening credits, and I never forget that moment of like we was together when it came out and we was like, it happened. It was like, hey, yo, what? It was like, bro, what is going on right now? Like the whole lead up to it. And then it drop in. It's hey, I got the like, and then like I just remember everything because mind you, I've done a lot of cool things, and that's a blessing, coming from, where I came from Alabama, growing up foster care, homelessness, all that stuff like that. So that's just like a quick
Mm-hmm.
little run.
Yeah.
Like I never thought I'd be doing things like that, and that's why I say it's God and and like it's and just working and not giving up and being who you are and Blerd, you feel me? Okay.
Hey,
So
hey, all day,
and like
all day.
all day, you feel me? And so so we ended up to get to that point of that, and like we started seeing people like posted online, like everybody was streaming and stuff, and like big channels and stuff, and then they all like reacting when it comes in, the intro comes in, and they're like, oh, okay, they got the like, and it got overwhelming, man. We was like, yo, what is going on? Because we
Mm-hmm.
put the video out, and we just knew we had like a song, and that happens a lot, we just know like what we do is something different, and we was like a lot of times we putting the music out, we like, man, the people that vibe with it, we appreciate it. It was like one day. It was like it might be like it's like we know one day. It might not catch on right now. I'm only got like a few hundred views. The views ain't everything, but we just talking about who catches on to it.
Right.
So it's like we like some of the stuff we know like dang, they might not catch on until later, but we still put it out because it's from the heart and it's what it's supposed to do. And then we remember Light Switch going through a year without the game being out and like maybe when it finally cracked 1,000 views, we was just like, oh man, that's awesome. Like that's a blessing, man. And then when the game come out, we was just, like seeing it and like Ivy and she was just like refreshing it here and there and like keeping us up to date with like the views on it. It was like, what? And then like went from that and then like a 5,000 in an hour to this to that and now like 200,000 on that's just a video and stuff on the video that was like 1,000 and we was like what's going on? Like, this is kind of crazy. I've never had nothing like this happen. And it got overwhelming, man. Like, I got nervous. I was like, oh
Mm-hmm.
snap, a lot is happening. So I'm like, what's going on? It was like, yo, you worked hard for that though. Like you worked hard for
Yeah.
years, and
Mm-hmm.
the moment's finally here. And it got scary for a little bit, man. It was like, yo, what's about to happen? Like, it was so many people coming in, and they still are, and they're constantly saying, I found you, Barn Rush, and man, I'm so glad Barn Rush, because I ain't gonna get into that, but it just like it seems like we block some kind of ways on different platforms, like suppressed
Mm-hmm.
for some reason. We don't do nothing but put light out, but if we was on non-blurry things and just living foul, no problem. So it's like no problem. But so finally getting that look, and it's been like up since then, all over the world. So many people, and they're like, "Yo, come here," and that's what's next. Is like more traveling, but like
Mm-hmm.
so many people have found us through that, and that's a blessing. So it's been that. And then after that, it was like, all right, working on more music. I've been working on other projects, then finally dropped Battle for the Universe, which you're gonna get to. And like in the midst of that, doing like learning and like leveling up, and like it was like, oh, say ain't time to be stagnant, it's time to work even harder than before because now people really looking, they listening and they
Yeah.
watching. gotta have something to say to him, like Fonte said, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
so been working and been growing and stuff as a person, and it was like because like the people that's coming along, they're really listening to what's being said, and it's helping them in like some of the darkest moments in life, and giving them something to look forward to wake up the next day, and something escapism, because you can get all the other stuff when you go on your phone, and you know them strings of cyberspace get you, and you stuff is a wrap. So we're just trying to help you sever those strings, and you know, and go for your dreams, and represent for the nerds and blurs alike, and that's what life's been. And wilderness moments and stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Training, ready, you know, ready.
I was gonna say too, one thing I wanted to do real quick is because you know, we were just talking about it, and I know I've talked to some of y'all in the Discord, so I know some of y'all because it was actually kind of funny. There were a lot of people that were hitting me up, being like, "Hey, Blerd, your boy on Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, man, did you check it?" And it was funny because like I was like, "Yeah, man, I played, no, I know, dude, I was vibing, I was jamming out to it," and you know that see you had that. But real quick, I actually wanted to, you know, just for anyone that maybe has not heard the song, yeah, maybe we could play some of it to, you know, maybe get people, you know, just to kind of show them where you know, what was popping off,
Sure.
you know, what was popping off around then, and kind of get them caught up to now. Let's here, let's pull this up. Here, I'm gonna move this over here so everybody can see. Sky, can you hear it?
Not yet.
We only getting started. Yeah, I got the light. He got the light. We got the light. What you know about it? So much light. More light than a spike in your power bill. Or a match when it strike, we devour it.
What about now?
Don't know how to feel. Their minds cripple mental gangbangers. Never saw a loser.
I had it muted.
Rearrange strings. Next mission, bring the light to your home, electrician. I've been grinding since the basement. If you know, you know, man, you're not adjacent. I'm in a league of my own. My soul's speaking through horns. Both your speakers are blown for my songs. Let's get it on. I'm ready for the challenge. The dichotomy of dark and light is all about balance. Life's never perfect. Beauty runs deeper than the surface. Album on sale, but the soul not purchased. Birth this ill style with mild symptoms against them ecstatic. I'm a shock to the system. Warrior. Battle scarred, yet these bars hard. Thus became an author, not the art part. This the hard part. Restarted the lost art. Could make a smash from the mouth. I'm an all-star. Like this, like switch, like this, priceless. Like this, like switch, like this, priceless. Hit the light switch if you need a light switch. Like this, right quick for the night shift. I got the light, he got the light, we got the light switch. Sacrifice a ticket to the afterlife. My mission isn't done on earth. Alert the Xerxes versus fuel my appetite. I have the right insight. The world needs the facts of life. Healthy as an apple slice. This what real rappers like. International. Took a vacation. Still working on my sabbatical. Casual but tactical. I'm more than a chess piece. Pawn starving a bargain for scraps while the rest eat. Left me to fend for myself, and I conquered where the wild things are with the monsters. As the earth keeps turning, lies keep turning. My eyes see burning. Fire desire with quiet. I'm blessed as 3 sermons. Speaking that breeze, the feet vermin. Billie Jean, you can see that light. Every step that I take, walk with a glow kept to my faith. Like this, like switch, like this, like this, like switch, like this, priceless. Hit the light switch if you need a light switch. Like this, right quick for the night shift. I got the light, he got the light, we got the light switch.
So like y'all kind of see right there, like that, like I said, that was a track. Like I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wore it out. I slick wore it out. Like I would just hang out in the hideout and just let it run the whole way. Cause like I said, it was a vibe. It was a vibe.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Shout out to you. Shout out to Team Repside. So I'm going out with Maestro. I'll be on that video. And I'm in Discord, so I can't see what's going on YouTube and stuff. But
Mhm.
anybody in the comments that's digging into stuff,
Yeah.
thank you. Much love. I'm glad y'all, everybody that found us through the song, or
Mhm.
it's for the first time and enjoying it. I appreciate you and keep shining.
I got one.
That light.
I got one for you right here. Here, let's see. I should be able to. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this up for us. We got one particular one. We got a super chat here from Screwface Capone. It says props to SkyBlew for showing up. You add the master touch to Blerd streams. Also, RIP to George Foreman. Last, I got to play Bomb Rush Cyberfunk soon. Yes, yes you do. Yes you do. Yes you do. You should do that.
Listen up, please. You should.
Yes. And remember, just hang out in the hideout. Just let the track play, and well, actually, to be fair, there's a feature where you just listen to whatever you want, but still, I just go to the hideout because it's easier.
Hey, that whole soundtrack is amazing. Shout out to all the incredible artists. It's just like the spirit of Jet Set Radio featuring Jack Brown, but it's totally new. They're doing their own thing, and the original composers doing music on there too, Hideki. So
yes, it's it's an awesome game, and honestly, for me as someone who was like, I played a terminal amount of Jet Grind Radio when it was on Dreamcast. Later on, when it was like it had moved over to like PlayStation or whatever, and when it got to Jet Set Radio Future on Xbox, like I was. Like I wore that game out. Yeah. I still have it. Still have the Dreamcast and the I still have the Dreamcast Jet Grind Radio. I still have the original like OG Xbox Jet Set Radio Future. Like those are just games I will never get rid of, even if I don't actually play them on those original systems anymore.
With the Sega GT on it, the two games in one.
Yeah. It's like look, I'm a pack rat. I just hold on to stuff, okay? I just hold on to stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Preservation for sure.
Also, we got another one here. This is from the Elite X1. It says, honestly, I was eventually gonna recommend this game to people. Yeah, because we do like indie recs all the time for different stuff, and that's one of the ones that that's one of the ones I'm like, man, yeah, I want that on there. We have also got. Let's see. Here's another one here that's aimed at you. Let's see. Urban Crown Prince.exe just followed you on Spotify. By the way, there's links. There's links in the if you're on the YouTube side, there's links in the description. There's also a pinned comment on both YouTube and Twitch where you can actually go to the Bandcamp website and pick up the new new album Battle for the Universe. You can do that. There's also links to the Spotify. There's links to follow SkyBlew on socials, wherever. So hey, use them. Be like Crown Prince. Be like the Urban Crown Prince, man. Follow everywhere. Just do it. You won't regret it. I promise you.
Especially if you go to Bandcamp for those albums, especially the last couple of them, there's story, there's lore, there's story pieces in the albums and description for each song, and it adds more context to the story because it's more than just music. It's a story.
It's like a concept album, pretty much.
Yeah, it's concept for sure, for sure.
And I guess real quick, I just want to show because I got it here. This is the album we're talking about in question here. SkyBlew and DJ Reimei, Reimei is gonna join us here in just a little bit, I think. And like I said, this album, because as I was listening through the whole thing, and I'll be the first one to say I love a concept album just because that's my shit. Concept albums are my shit. So when I saw the back cover and saw I was like, oh, this is gonna be this is like a score to something. And as I was kind of going through, working my way through each track, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And it was like, and everything fit perfectly. So yeah, like I said, y'all need to go listen. We'll listen to some tracks from it as well. But I just wanted y'all to know, like, yeah, it's chef's kiss. Mwah. Every track. Every track, I was like, ooh, this is my new favorite track. Nah, this next one is. Nah, this next one is. Nah, I just like all of them. I just like all of them. I just like them all. It's okay. It's no big deal. I just like them all.
I appreciate that.
Nah, man, anytime. I mean, you put in the hard work, so far be it for me.
You had to go through the battle in real time. Before it, through it, and afterwards. So just to chronicle the experience, But we had some help, so that's dope. I'm just hope it helps everybody, that's going through different things as well,
Well, to touch back on something you brought up earlier, just kind of talking about where you were at. And I think was this Captain Game Secret? Is this DJ Reimei?
Game Secret? Yep, that's him. Yep.
There you go. Here, let's go ahead and bring him up real quick.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on, pimp?
Uh-oh.
Yo.
Oh, wait, do we got him?
Yeah, maybe your mic on.
Yo, what up?
There he is. There he is.
I was like, y'all are clearly ahead of the YouTube video because I was watching. I was like, oh, okay. Wait a second.
What's going on, DJ
All right,
Reimei? How
cool.
you doing?
How you doing, man? It's good to meet you, man. I've me and Blue, especially while he's like working on the project and stuff, we he was telling me a lot about your page, and I've been following your stuff for a minute, so this is definitely an honor, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it because whenever I discover that there are like really like creative people, really skillful creative people out there that like what I do, it makes me smile even more because like when SkyBlew put me on to what y'all were doing, I was like, dude, this is cold. I was like, this is cold as hell, man. This is, I was like, this is good. And I also was happy to see that like, y'all were, kind of experimenting, like, doing all kinds of different, different types of vibes to, match the story y'all were wanting to tell and all that stuff. So yeah. Shout out to y'all first and foremost for this. I guess.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
What was because it's like some kind of talk about this just before you jumped in. It's kind of a concept style album. Like, what was the I mean, other than maybe some of the obvious stuff, but like, what kind of brought it all together for y'all to make this happen?
So, yeah, like, so Battle for the Universe to start off, it's a sequel to our album from 2019, The Universal Journey. So, on that album, me and Blue, we travel to like other planets and we, kind of learn about like life on other planets and then show them like, how things are where we at.
Mm-hmm.
And we go on an adventure I'm not gonna spoil too much of because we want people to go back and hear that one too.
Mm-hmm.
But for Battle for the Universe, we find ourselves back on Earth and everything isn't quite as it seems. And so we try to get to the bottom of what's going on and really find out who's behind some of the more crazy occurrences happening on in Earth and as well as the universe beyond and stuff. And so we worked on this album for about 2 years.
Okay.
Probably made like 30. Yeah, I probably made like 30 beats for it, like 35 beats for it. You know, of the like, I think we got like I forgot how many songs we got on there, but like we had like another like 10, something like
Yeah.
that. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yep.
we had some stuff that didn't make it last minute on the joint. That we was sad about. We was like, no, we ain't got no place for this. Like, no, dog.
Yeah, we could have forced it. We could have
Um,
forced it, but we wanted it to be cohesive. Like,
exactly.
Maybe save it for like a sequel. Maybe like maybe there's a way it could show up in like maybe a follow up.
SkyBlew, what if? That's what you do. That's what you do, right? That's what that
you never
is.
know.
Hey man,
Maybe the
hey,
alternate
man, we
path.
could pull out the we could pull out the blue Met, bro. You know what I'm saying? We can get a hold of the Mjolnir. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know. Look, hey,
Make
look,
that happen. You know what I mean?
look, just a little new game plus. That's all it is. It's just a little new game plus. That's all it is. Yeah.
It's interesting for you to say that. It's interesting.
Yeah, that is very.
It's for my detectives out here because there's a lot of mystery in the album. So pay close attention. Y'all
Yeah,
really
man.
should be paying close attention to this album and things that's being said. That's just a little,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
Well.
but to answer your question, I think it's really I don't know if we back in like 2022 when we first started really messing with it. I don't know if it was a lot of like conversations just about how like the world was going and how like you know, we were trying to figure out like what we wanted to do for our next thing, and it just kind of organically came together, man. Like where we were like, nah, like we should kind of like make this bigger, even bigger than before, and just like try to touch on, you know, a lot of what's going on in the world in our own way. And really, and really turn it into something, you know, that wasn't just dope music, but something that could like really sit with people and resonate with them. So,
Right.
yeah,
And
we just no, what you saying, bro?
Oh, but I mean, cut you off, bro. It's and that's just a span on what he's saying of like, yeah, he's absolutely right, and that's because we want to give them a whole experience outside of just listening, and that's why I'm talking about going to Bandcamp. You know, y'all can stream and stuff on Spotify now, but if you go to Bandcamp, you get those story pieces, that lore. It's key. You can still enjoy it, but when you get that story with it too, you're like, oh wow, it opens up the whole, because it's a whole musical universe that's being built. And like he said, like we knew we was going to follow up to the Universal journey, but we didn't know if if we were ready to tell that story just yet. So we was like, okay, we
Right.
can go different ways. But then we was like, nah, we gonna make it bigger. But if we go in this direction, we're gonna go all the way. And we was like, all right, let's keep it intergalactic, bro. Let's do it. And then it came as big as it is, and like it's so big that we was like, it has to be more that has to expand upon that. So that's you know, so you never know what's coming next. But it transcends the music. You got to read it. Then when you go to the videos, you pay close attention to what's little pieces of the story that's in there, because it's a mystery as well. And it's different. There's different items we got. There's different people we meet. There's different concepts and how it affects the music and affects us as well, because everything's going on in the world that were affecting us in different ways as well. And we was recording a lot, writing that in real time. There's like Toriyama Pass that got chronicled in real time. You know, our friend Jake Rowdy, rest in peace. He's at the end of the promised land. That skit that you hear of somebody talking about music and stuff. That's our bro Jake Rowdy, rest in peace.
Yeah, that's our bro.
Oh man, dude, like I said, it's like I could feel the emotion in this album. Like it was, like I said, from start to finish. You know, it was. I don't know. It was refreshing to hear. And like the way y'all laid it out. And I guess, you know what, I don't want to stand on too much ceremony, because there was something you said a minute ago, Blue, that I wanted to kind of point at. One of the songs that y'all did, Intergalactic, which, man, I'm not like I said, it's crazy because every song, I'm not bullshitting when I say this. Every song, like when I would go down the track list, I was like, all right, cool. All right, let's do. All right, Intergalactic. All right, cool. And then all right, banger. Okay, bet. All right, next track. Oh shit, this is good too. Damn. I was like, okay, all right. This was good too. All right, this is okay. All right. Next one. Oh, man, I was like, this is cold too. So like, real quick, I just want to play. We're gonna play Intergalactic, and kind of let you guys catch some vibes on it. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Blue Reimei, I might have to pull y'all to the side, like, hey man, I might need to talk to you about putting this in the new countdown joint.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
I'm just saying, like, can I get some permissions?
I mean, listen, bro. Whatever you want, bro.
Hey, I'm just like,
bro, like you hearing it live here, y'all. Like,
yeah, bro. Whatever you want, bro. And before you play a little backstory on that one, because Intergalactic, that beat, originally I named it Atmosphere, and it's actually the first beat I made for the whole project.
Okay,
it was the first beat I made. The idea behind it becoming, and as a matter of fact, when I first made it, I was like, this is Galaxy Walk 2. That's what it was. Always a sequel to Galaxy Walk. It was always the follow-up to Galaxy Walk, and that's one of the major catalysts that started the entire project, because and we haven't fully revealed it, but there's a lot of sequel songs on this project that are sequels to songs that are on the Universal Journey.
Yep.
And so Intergalactic, if you're looking at it in the scale, in the framework of the album, Intergalactic is like a theme song for the album. Yeah. It's like the opening song.
It definitely sets the tone. It set the tone for me, because I was like, because, and I think everybody kind of does this too when you listen to like a new album. They're like, all right, cool, all right, let's see where we're at. And like when that first song can like kind of set the table for everything else you're gonna be dining on for the rest of the album, and does it so well, because like every track, like I'm not bullshitting you, every track, by the time I got to the end of the album, I was just like, man, this is oh man. Like if someone like put a gun to my head and said, hey, pick the best song. Yeah. I don't know if I can. Like I don't know if I can, because there's so many, like every track made me feel so, and just again, because I really love what y'all did with this. I just want to pull this back up. The pre, like how y'all broke it down, the pre-battle, the battle, the post-battle, and and all that stuff. Like everything that it all just falls right in there. And like there's just so many good tracks that like and like I said, they all have something to say. So Anyway, you know what? I'm just gonna play it. I'm just gonna play it.
That's an honor. Shout out to Ivy Okami, the scientist who helped on the visuals, and more than just the visuals when it comes to that song. If y'all watching the video, pay close attention. She helped us with some interesting things as well. So
okay. Well, let's show the fruits of y'all's labor, ladies, gentlemen, and MBs. This is SkyBlew, DJ Reimei's Intergalactic. I think y'all are gonna enjoy this.
rehearsal, a commercial of reality's cross. Gravity's off, floating poking posters, massively tall anatomy bars. Organ donors couldn't match me hard. Casualties, false art, darkness looms and gradually stalks the background. Gas sounds, human racing with thoughts. So impatient, lost children, pause embracing the frost. This globe's cold as flows composed by pros replacing defaults. No wasting our sauce, gracing your plate with proper etiquette. The condiment is delicate, life you should relish it. Tomorrow is indefinite, so reckon that is definite. Fast forward years, tears, fears, they can weapon it. Love, it's a universal language, got a rep in it. Fluidly speaking relief, peace of mind is heaven sent. Presidents are relevance, never will I change. Same abstract speak, galaxy on my sneaks. From coast to coast, we make it happen. Walking on the stars is my habit. A vibe you can catch, we keeping it intergalactic. Keep keeping it intergalactic. Never stuck to the code, instead cracked it. All around the globe, we connect the sketch magic. Imagine, we keeping it intergalactic. Keep keeping it intergalactic. Galaxy walk, galaxy walk, man. Galaxy walk, galaxy walk, yeah. Galaxy walk, galaxy walk, yeah. Galaxy walk, galaxy walk, yeah. Gather these thoughts in the planetary. I'm monastery, be weary. The mind is scary, and honorary spaceman. No walk of fame, every star stepping on. Setting tones, guide us through the song like a metronome. You bet I'm on it ready, let me calibrate. I'm a writer pulling all night to shine brighter than Alan Wake. Daydreams of my escape. Reality relates and simulates a rare state of mind through rhymes we create with flair. My daredevils to challenge my angelic defenders. You be carelessly injured, I'll barely remember. Mandela effect, the past regrets. Our path connects and intersects back refresh. Divinity render me limitless. Most high supply fly penmanship. Subscribe for benefits. Kicking it so tough, lacing up with insight. Galaxies on my sneaks, defeater of condemned lights.
That's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. That is enough of that. That is enough of that. So here's my thing. I'm gonna tell you what pissed me off.
What you mean about?
You wouldn't shut up about that song. I'm like, okay, bro. Like, I like SkyBlew. I enjoy him when you put me on, but that song can't be that good. And then I'm gonna tell you why I started hating. One, I started hating at that fucking helmet because I'm like, where do these niggas find these helmets? I can never find them for the life of me. I want one. And then I'm listening to it, and the one line that catches me off guard, and then I rewind it 3 times because I'm such a fucking nerd when it comes to that game.
Alan Wake.
Who putting Alan Wake bars in songs? I heard that shit the first time. I said, wait, what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, he did.
My favorite 360 game of all time, brother.
Yes, sir.
360 game of all time, bro. Alan Wake.
Yes, sir.
It's more just a bar. It's a whole thing connected to why you just said Alan Wake.
Yep.
So
and it made
absolutely.
And it made perfect sense with the concept of that fucking song. So I was just like, okay, bro. And I couldn't tell him I liked it because I couldn't give him the satisfaction. Did he put on the iPod? Absolutely. But I was just like, okay.
He's like,
I'll listen now. I ain't gonna tell him, but I'll listen now.
I actually want to put some respect because this is something that like that I thought was really cool. Just from a music appreciation standpoint, and I saw somebody bring it up in the chat earlier when we first started the track up. First and foremost, Nerd Lars says Nujabes would approve. And
there was somebody right behind him.
Appreciate that.
With LP3.
Yeah, LP3 said
it's tsunami music. Like,
yeah, it is.
I'm pretty sure you all have seen that IG meme or that TikTok meme of like waking up at like 3 or 4 in the morning when you left Adult Swim on, and then it's that music. I could immediately just be waking up and I could hear that at like 3 in the morning while Inuyasha looking off in the distance because he knows that Shomaru finna work him next episode. So that's the kind of vibes that this music is, and that's why I became a fan of it. But again, I couldn't tell Ernie that until you got here because now I got to fucking say it. But yeah, that's exactly what that music reminds me of, like Toonami music, where we finna hear the robot tell us some uplifting shit we probably didn't appreciate when we were younger, and it was gonna have that beat in the background with. Yeah.
Yeah. talking about helmets and stuff like that, and in space, that's pretty good connection. Bro, DJ Reimei, he laced that joint, and his verse crazy. When y'all listen to the song, watch the video, he rapped it too on there, but
and
he came out with a surprise verse.
That's the next thing I wanted to hit too, because when you first put me on game about the song, because I'm listening to it, I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, bet. All right. I was like, all right, cool. This is jamming, this vibing. I was like, Blue got lyrics on deck. I was like, all right, cool. We lit. All right, let's keep it going. I was like, okay, beat lit. Okay, all right. And then I just look out here. I'm pulling this back up because I have to put some respect on it. Reimei, when you came out with the bars, I ain't gonna lie, I got a little mad. Because I was like, I said, no, this motherfucker didn't just come out here and lay the beat down as cold as this, and then gonna come out and put some bars too. I said, all right, okay. All right. I was like, okay.
Crazy,
okay. All right, no. It's cool. You didn't warn me. You was about to do this shit. Because look, I just want to say, just real quick, if you go back and just pay real close attention, watch DJ Reimei's ass in the background, because that's a motherfucker that's getting ready to body somebody. That like I didn't seen your kind out here. You be sitting back there in the battle rap circle, motherfuckers out there talking crazy, and you just be back there. It's like, no, y'all keep talking. No, y'all going.
Oh yeah, always been more of a shower than a teller. You know what I'm saying?
But
always been more of a shower than a teller, bro. That's my jam. You know what I mean?
Hey, you like I said, when you see like matter of fact, now every time I've like, cause y'all got a few other videos on the channel, and so like now every time when I was going through the videos, I was like, ooh, he about to do it, ain't he? He about to do it. I was like, oh, okay, all right, not this time, but
not this time.
Ooh, but this next time. So I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah. Now you a bad motherfucker too. So let's.
You know how you make your you know how you make your own narratives when you're watching some shit of how you think certain things could have gone. I remember watching that shit, and I'm just going, okay. He is real deal chilling, but I guess hey man, you got to rap for the video, bro. He's like, all right, my nigga didn't get up out the chair. He just dropped some shit real quick, left the headphones on, turned right back around. Okay, you niggas happy now? Okay. Like he just, if I'm gonna do, okay, I'm just gonna be like, it was just so.
I loved it.
It was funny because to me, in my mind, I'm making it up like it's just so effortless for this nigga. He didn't. I'm gonna be comfortable if I'm doing this, and then he just did it.
Look, my 9-year-old just recently discovered the word nonchalant, and she uses it all the time now.
Yes.
And that's basically, I was like, this motherfucker just nonchalant to drop some. Okay, all right.
Like go for everybody that has not seen that yet, go and watch the Intergalactic video, and especially nowadays when you see a lot of musicians, it's just they don't sit still. It's just a bunch of just jumping around, moving around, unnecessary, just real riddling sniffers. So just to see him, he like they are vibing. Yeah, like SkyBlew's walking around with the helmet I'm hating on because I want one, just walking around the skate park chilling. Reimei got his moments where he's like, okay, I do this because you out here. It look like it's cold as fuck. I ain't gonna have you cold out there by yourself. So yeah, I'll rap out here for a little bit. Now it's time to get back in the house. And then he went right back in that chair, comfortable. He was like, you could tell he was already doing
32 degrees outside.
Already doing some shit, but it's just like, okay, I'll drop you a few real quick. Wow,
we were recording that song.
We
were recording Intergalactic in that part that you see with me sitting there. Yeah, that was right after we recorded it. Yeah,
I got to play it. I got to play it. I got to play it because we were literally like we was like right there. Because y'all don't believe me. So I have to tell you. So here, look, we just gonna play. I'm gonna let it play. Y'all just be ready to be mind blown. Y'all just be ready to be mind blown.
Balls is my head. You can catch. We're keeping it intergalactic. Keep keeping it intergalactic. Never stuck to the code, instead cracked it. All around the globe, we connect the sketch magic. Imagine, we keeping it intergalactic. Keep keeping it intergalactic. Holographic, abstract palettes, balance, peace over malice. Grief's automatic, keeping it intergalactic. Keep keeping it intergalactic. Life comes with some wagness. What you see is rarely what you get. Be prepared for the catfish. Just keeping it intergalactic. Keep keeping it intergalactic. Galaxy walk, galaxy walk, galaxy walk, galaxy walk, yeah. Gather your all, you're smaller, you're tall and less. Inside all the thoughts, igniting the sparks. Create a path through the dark, through space and the stars. To lay down bridges to the future that our legacies cross. So check it, with every minute, the plot thickens. Only the quickest stuff I think can stand a chance against the wicked. So excuse me as I kick this elegant form of diction and attempt to more than witness. The revolution's beginning, stirring and spinning, becoming visions. And those hiding from villains, waiting for heroes that they don't know live within them. Cold shivers melt to one conviction as you figure some time to see the sun, you gotta make it through eclipses. Sometimes the growth, you gotta let a little rain hit you. When fighting for a dream, be prepared to go the distance. Nobody winning anything and go through hell to get it. Victory here won't be nothing different, so let's get it.
Right.
Look, y'all, like I'm telling y'all, bars. That's bars. That's all I heard. All I heard was bars.
Comfortable lyricism. That's what that is.
Yes.
Comfortable lyricism.
I love it. And see, people always make fun of me because I'm always like, man, look, I don't get me wrong. I like my gutter shit. But all of my favorite MCs, all of my favorite rappers, they all had like something in common. They were smooth. They were smooth as a motherfucker. I grew up a huge fan of cats like Guru from Gangstar, Eric B and Rakim, like I like motherfuckers like when a motherfucker hit me with the bars, but not be like too aggro about it. I'm like don't get me wrong, when I'm in the car, that's cool. Like I don't mind hearing a little ratchet, a little gutter when I'm in the car. But but when I'm chilling in the house, I'm like, I'm just like, man, I just kind of want to sit on the couch, just kind of vibe, play some games. I ain't trying to hear nobody yelling at me. I'm trying to I'm trying to hear somebody tell me some shit. Okay.
Right out there too. He was like, yo, we're gonna have a laid back flow on here. Like, a lot of times I got a higher voice, so when I project this more, it can get higher sometimes. He was like, this one just like we're gonna mellow it out. So you go more of this, more my like more chill talking voice, and it just set really well when it just was able to just vibe and just kind of slide on, and so Galaxy walk over basically and stuff. So. We it's an honor. We appreciate y'all. We're glad y'all like it. And y'all see that video. Look at the end. Look what happened at the end at the credits.
Oh yeah.
I see what happened, and y'all will see. You might start to wonder something. What's going on?
Look, I just kind of want to give just a little tease. Just a little tease. There's some darkness out there. There's some chicanery. And that's what I'm actually glad. Speedy Moondust just brought this up. This is another oh wait, there it is. This is another artist that I was kind of thinking about too, like and I've been listening to a lot lately. Was Black Thought. Because that's another artist I'm always like, like that like that kind of vibe, that laid backness, that just kind of like that smooth buttery delivery of the lines. I was like, man, that's cool. Like that, anyway, like I said, I'm just glazing y'all up because y'all cold, y'all bad.
That's my favorite rapper.
See, there you go. See,
Black
Reimei,
Thought's my favorite rapper.
I knew I fucked with you, man. I knew I fucked with you, but I knew before now, but now I really know. So yeah, it's real now. It's real. Man, honestly, I want nothing but y'all to take this shit and spread it like wildfire across the masses, because this album is so good. It is like
Appreciate you, man.
it has it. It has that oomph on it, and I can tell y'all put your heart and soul into it. So not to say you don't with other stuff, but just I can really tell that y'all were trying to like make something that we just don't see every day.
And that's real, man. And it's an honor to come to you with this album too, because this experience, because birds, and we talk, it's sci-fi. We got all kind of stuff going on in this album. It's nerdy, got comic themes, maybe video game themes in there. Who knows?
Everything.
And it's all that in one thing, and that's as nerdy as it gets. And a lot of people won't see that in like hip hop. It's a lot of dope hip hop, mind you, but I'm like something like that. It's like one of a kind thing, and we wanted to be the ones to do it because this is where we come from. You know what I'm saying? You see the background and stuff. The shirt is like, it's just, this is what we, that sit with us, and we was like, it's escapism for us. We wanted to do that for other people, give them some escapism while still incorporating things that you love and that resonates with you, while telling the story as well cohesively, that connects to, for the people that like fantasy and like fiction, but also to the people that love nonfiction too, because it's one and the same.
I just I want to see I want to see y'all do more like this. I want to see. I'm gonna need a threequel. I'm gonna need the threequel out of y'all on this one. Yeah, y'all got to complete the trilogy now. That's official here.
And look, when y'all hit the album, pay close attention to that last song.
Yeah. That was the thing. Y'all took me back on that, because I was like, man, the secret track. I was like, y'all took me back to the days of the like. See, some of y'all don't see. Some of y'all young, y'all don't know. Some of y'all young, y'all know. Yeah, look. When you would mess around and let the CD just keep playing, you wouldn't cut the song off. Like you just get up and go do some other shit, and you come back in the room and some whole other shit playing, because you just done let that. He's like, damn, what the. I was like, dude, the why the track say 100 minutes? It's like, I guess, but the song ended like 40 minutes ago. Why is it still playing? But no, man, take their advice, listen to the whole thing, listen to that last track. And really just vibe out on the whole album, because it's like, man, it is so good. Like it is ridiculous. Also, DJ Reimei, stop hiding your bars. Don't hide your bars no more. Set them bars free. Set them.
Yeah, another track on that. He got some bars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to get like Amistad. Give us us free is what the bars say.
I appreciate it, man. That was something I wanted to challenge myself with on this project, because I'm not really a rapper. I'm a singer. But I was
gonna say I
do pretty much all the singing, with the exception of like a couple background tracks. I do all the singing on the album too, and some additional voices as well. And but yeah, that was something I was like, I actually want to rap on this project. So but it's the first time I really like rapped on a project. So it was pretty dope to get a chance to like really flex that muscle kind of on here.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, you didn't you didn't shortchange us on that. I'm just saying. So give the bars their freedom. And maybe we'll hopefully we'll see some more. I also just kind of wanted to put this out here just again for anyone that's coming late. There are links in the description on YouTube. There's also links pinned to the top of the chat on both YouTube and Twitch to the Bandcamp. There's links to the Spotify and socials and whatnot. Go use all of them. Click on all of them. Go to the various places they will take you. All of which are good. And just enjoy the album. It's like I said, you can listen to it on Spotify, but if you go on Bandcamp, you can get the full experience. I also, there's a visual element, and this is straight from the source. Like, this isn't like somebody else coming and being like, no, this is what I think. Like, no, this is right from the source, Also, PSA.
Yeah, check all the descriptions on Bandcamp too.
See, there you go. So, like I said, look, just go to the Bandcamp. Look, I love Spotify too. I love Spotify. I love it. I got the Spotify plan, but I'm gonna listen to it on Bandcamp. So just go to the Bandcamp. PSA from Elite X1. This is actually from earlier. Apparently, Bomb Rush Cyberfunk for PS5 is currently 47% off on Amazon. So go pick that up.
Yeah, make that happen.
Yeah. I'm not trying to tell y'all what to do with your money, but if
that's what I like to call a that's what I like to call a Jackie Chan right there. I call it a Jackie. You know why I call it a Jackie Chan, right?
What's up?
Because it's a super cop, bro.
Oh, I got it. I see it. Okay, first off, okay, all right. Look, no. I'm not gonna let this slide. I'm not gonna let. No, this man did not. No, this man did not try to get a super. See, DJ.
That was a good one.
Look,
That was nasty as hell, but that was a good one. That was a good one. That was nasty. that was ugly as hell, but that was a good one.
That's my favorite phrase. That's Jackie Chan. That's my favorite.
Shout out to Sir Yuri G. That was the most seasoned bad joke ever.
but you know what? It made me feel like I was like, did we just come best friends? We just come brothers? Like, what just happened here? I was like, man, he's a super cop. Damn, that's like, look, man, see, look, just, man.
When I tell you,
hey, what
I did
you
not
hear
wake
in the
up.
music is who we are in person. You know?
I got
So
exactly.
got a lot of stuff in there, a lot of terms, people galactic, all that. So it's stuff that we be using and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, things with, Blerd, you know.
How many of y'all woke up this morning thinking y'all hear a fucking Super Cop reference at 10 a.m.? Okay.
Look, wait.
11 a.m.
In 2025, in this economy. Look, I mean, I love me some Super Cop. Don't get me wrong, that's my shit. But no. Well, I just love all this because y'all are out here doing the thing and holding it down. Not only that, but whenever I like I said, whenever I was listening to the tracks, I mean, like kind of like you said, I was feeling y'all's personalities coming out of it, and I think that's that's always a good thing, I think. And yeah, I'm really excited for everybody to hear what y'all got, because we need it. I'm also excited for Adult Swim, Toonami, whoever. Y'all need to call these brothers and and get y'all some stuff laced up, because this is this is it. This is the new Toonami. This is Toonami 2025 needs to be intergalactic. is what I'm saying.
I would not mind hearing this on one of those Adult Swim compilations they do. I would not mind.
Look, I just want to see Spike Spiegel looking at that old ass picture of Julia, and then all of a sudden just hear that intergalactic. I'm just saying.
With the cigarette smoke trailing in the wind.
Hey, I'm just saying it.
Look, that character Tom's.
Hey, look, hey, Tom. I know you got the audio frequencies like tapped in. Yeah, just I'm just saying, y'all know what y'all need to be doing. Go cop the don't copy it. Super cop the album, as DJ Reimei said. Jackie Chan that album. And man, go and show these guys some love. Show them some love because they are out here like holding it down. In ways that few are. So please go do that. And I guess before we let y'all go, obviously album, but is there anything else y'all wanted to plug while y'all were here?
You want to go first, Reimei?
You can follow me under on Instagram. I'm the homie Leo on Instagram. It's actually my last project as DJ Reimei is Battle for the Universe. I'm going through a name change. The homie Leo. That's THAHOMIELEO. THAHOMIELEO. The homie Leo. Leo's my real name.
Okay, all right.
And so I'm gonna start going by my name as I put out my solo project that I'm about to start going in the studio for next month.
Okay.
So yeah, man. Keep on the lookout.
Hey, y'all know y'all better go hook up a follow. So y'all, I don't want anybody being like, man, I wonder whatever happened. Nah, you gonna know because you're gonna follow. Go follow. Find stuff out.
Man.
And I guess Blue, did you have anything else you wanted to plug while you were here?
Yeah. I guess like Spotify and everything, y'all can have plenty of albums up there and on Bandcamp. And like I said, especially for the last couple ones, because it's a lot of story in the description. Because there's a musical universe that I built, so you might catch a few little things in some of the stuff I said for those that's out there, the colorful dreamers. That's like trying to piece it together. It's a lot of lore, it's a lot of mystery and stuff that I'm building on. So you might catch some things and stuff. So got a lot of music out there. Follow me. I'm about to be traveling a lot more, doing different shows in different states and stuff like that. So if y'all want to see us somewhere, just holler at me or see where you can catch us live. Definitely check the videos out. If for those that are subscribed that do get to see it, because YouTube don't like put my subscription, not my subscription, but they don't like notify my subscribers that I got content. But I do got content. I got a lot of videos out. Especially videos for the Battle for the Universe. Because like I said, there's a story, and these videos are an extra added element to the story for sure. And we're still building on that. So those videos are a must. We got live action, we got animated ones, we got like one that just came out. I think y'all enjoyed too. A short film for Turbo Speed.
Yes, that was the other one. That was the other one.
Yeah, so definitely check that out. That just came out last week. Yeah, man, just don't forget to keep keeping it intergalactic for sure. Even through all the sleds out here, we just keep coming together, united. Don't let them keep dividing us. Just come together out of love. No matter who you are, where you come from and stuff, we in this thing together. We got to coexist to make it out. You know what I'm saying? So we do it together. So that was that was like a concept of keeping it intergalactic on the video. If you're seeing the chorus and the clips of people doing different things, we put it out to like to people out there who wanted to be part of the video. So they sent these clips in, them doing dope things. That's keeping it intergalactic. We put it all together and stuff like that. So that's how we, that's how we do it. We come together and stuff, and that's how the magic happens. And just keep, saying, that's how it is. And man, keep pushing forward, keep elevating, and push yourself and growing, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Absolutely.
And forget but don't forget. So that'll make sense in due time.
Oh, and
Yeah.
real quick, I want to throw this in here because I saw this earlier, and I want to make sure you both saw this. We got our homie Gearless Mo just super chatted with $100. Says, "Love this.
Wow.
This is music. Gave the new jobbies
Mm.
feels and shocked, but happy to hear this video is full of Easter eggs. If
It
you know,
is.
you know."
Hey, paying attention. Paying attention.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
That's
that.
what you get. Appreciate that. That's a blessing. Thank y'all, man. Much love to
Yes,
everybody out
sir.
there that's watching, that's been with us for a while. Like when we drop this online and blast it out to people and they watching it back. Thank y'all for keeping it intergalactic and
Yeah,
supporting
man.
what we do, because can't do it without y'all, can't do it without God, can't do it without the support of the fam. Like y'all, I'm
Mhm.
saying, Blerd without fear,
Absolutely.
fam. You've been showing love for years now. Like you said, that's my song. Shout out to Sleep and Awake that produced that on the intro and outro. Just keep
Yep.
dreaming. You know what I'm saying? That it's more than just it sound cool to keep it, but like we're products of dreaming. We're dreamers,
Mhm.
This album is for
Absolutely.
dreamers. If whether dreamers new or old alike. It's just, just coming out there, just
Yeah.
being imaginative, use your imagination and creating something from your mind. Putting it out
Yeah.
there to the people.
Now's the time, man.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Now's the time to do whatever your craziest idea is, bro. Like whatever it is, just go ahead and do it, bro. Like, with the country the way it is, the world the way it is, bro, don't nobody give a fuck right now, bro.
Nah.
Just do it. Just go ahead and do it, bro. Like, just don't waste time. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep stifling your ideas and your dreams, bro. Like, do your craziest ideas. Like this album,
Mom.
as you go through it, bro, that's all it was. Me and Blue sat in my office for, every other weekend for 2 years, just vibing and just coming up with the wildest ideas. I was throwing ideas together to make this joint, man. Like every beat was just me like, yo, what if I did that? What if I took this like Japanese folk song and made it a hip hop beat? What if I like chopped up this anime song
Right,
and
for real.
Yeah.
made it a beat? Don't Wanna Be is a flip of an ending to Dot Hack Legend of the Twilight. Those people who have ever seen that.
Mm.
And it's like a super dope chop of like one line of the song.
Yeah.
And if I, you know what I'm saying, if I wasn't just trying to think out the box, who knows if I could have been able to come up with that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
it's you got that same ability. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
look at whatever your idea is, bro. Stories, comics, music, movies, games, bro.
Animation, whatever.
Just do that shit, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Just do that shit, man, because no one's gonna do it like you do it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's 100. That's
Just keep
100
Art.
that in
million
mind.
%.
Shout
Yeah, man.
to the bro Mayday Glow. His presence can be felt on the album. Our scientist Ivy
Yep.
Okami.
Mhm.
Our
Hmm.
interesting people we've met along the journey on that album.
Oh, the bro
Doc
Donovan Harrell. He's got some
Harold,
stuff, some
Luca,
vocals.
Brian.
Yep.
Yeah, Brian Kidd.
Mhm.
He did it. He mixed his album, mix and master. So he worked
Yeah.
hard on the mixing and mastering. Shout out to Brian Kidd, one of the best engineers out there. If y'all looking for artists that y'all look for really good mixing and mastering, when you hear that album, that's him, and that's hard work. This ain't just presets. No, this is we sitting with him, getting up, and he's making sure it's everything where it needs to be because his
Hmm.
heart is into it as well. So shout out to him as well, and yeah, and y'all for rocking with us, going on this journey with us, because this journey's just getting started. You only getting
Yeah,
started.
man.
Thank you guys so much for tripping with us. And actually, I tell you, I'm gonna pull up the BRB just for a moment because I want to properly send these brothers off. Y'all stay tuned. We will be right back. Bam! We here. We back, y'all. We back. I told y'all we weren't going to be gone for long. Oh, man. Dude, once again, shout out to SkyBlew and DJ Reimei out here. Just, once again, holding it down. Doing amazing stuff. And just y'all please go cop the album. Go super cop the album on Bandcamp. And I'm still like in awe of some of the stuff we were listening to. I guess let's go ahead and get into, before we get into some of the other stuff we were going to talk about, I guess, Carter, let's take a look at some super chats, because we got some more. We also got some Streamlabs action, I think, popping off over here. Let's see here. Bam, here we go. Got one here from Fabric 86. Well, that's not the thing that was supposed to be there, but here, let me let me set this back up, because I was messing around with shit when I was trying to make the thing pop off earlier. Where did it go? Nope, that's not it. Dude, it threw all my shit off. Like hardcore. Hold on. Why is it not? Why does that part not show up? That's weird. Oh, I see why it happened. Dude, yeah. I apparently, like, when I was trying to set our shit up for what we ultimately ended up doing, I just fucked up everything. So y'all just ignore me for right now. Here we go.
Oh Lord.
I have got it right here. This is here, and then we're gonna scooch that in just a little bit. We're gonna scooch that in. There we go. Okay, now we can do the thing. Okay, there. All right, so Fabric 86 with the 5 says Carter went to his LCS to get all winter hardcover, but someone snatched the last copy right in Carter's face. 8-ball and MJG don't make me start playing in Carter's head, and Carter got his book. Kapow!
So here's the thing. Funny enough, that's strangely specific. Because I was in there this week and I actually did grab that fucking hardcover. Funny enough, that is strangely specific. Don't tell me you was in that shop and was staring at my ass. But I ended up putting it down for 2 reasons. One, so one of the reasons I put that fucker down is because it's on In Stock Trades, which is just like, all of y'all know about. Ernie done told everybody. So a lot of books that's sitting there now, I can't even get no more because he can just let that secret out. But they had it for half price, so I'm kind of on the fence about getting it there for half price and then just waiting for it to get here. But I am also in a bidding war on eBay, my first eBay bidding war. I don't ever get anything. I've only gotten one thing on eBay, and I had somebody else buy it for me. But the Greg Rucka Punisher run I'm currently in an eBay bidding war. I had to call Ernie's ass yesterday so he could tell me the ins and outs from how you getting shit on eBay because of that whole Ninja Turtles era he did. And I had the winning bid, but now I'm being outbid. So what I was going to ask you, funny enough, how high did you go on there before you was like, yeah, nah, I'm good?
20 was the most. 20
on the Turtles?
was the high. Yeah, 20 was the highest bid I did. But like when I did it, it was like the last, like I was in like the final seconds.
Yeah.
So like when I put down, like, 'cause at first it was like, okay, couple bucks here, couple bucks here, $5 here, $5 there. Yeah. When I did 20, dude, I went higher than I think dude thought I was going to go.
Gotcha.
Because I think he tried to go 10, and by the time he realized I had gone 10 over him on that, it went through.
Yeah. So I'm waiting right now because it's already at a number, and I'm like, but it's Greg Rucka's run of Punisher in its entirety, all 4 trades, because it was really the original series was only 16 issues, and then it got canceled, And then he did a mini series to kind of wrap everything up called Warzone, where it was the Punisher trying to solo the Avengers. You can imagine how that went. But it's all of them in really good condition. And I'm currently going against like 10 different people right now. It's 6 hours left. So I'm gonna do that shit Ernie told me about, just waiting them last 5 minutes, then bitch, and I'm gonna see if it worked. But that's the reason that I did not get All Winter this week.
Okay.
It's just because if I get that, I'm gonna stop because it's already on in stock. It ain't going nowhere. So plus I need to actually finish reading that motherfucker too. I think I was like maybe 1 or 2 issues away from finishing it when it was coming out. And you might actually like it just from the Doom conversation we were having, because that entire series is black and white.
Yes, sir.
It's black and white for story reasons though. But
right.
There is a hit of color here and there. And thank you for that. Thank you for that super chat, by the way, Fabric 86 and Legion becoming a member of Blerd Club Silver Edition. And then we also got a 5 here from the Bone Factory, which is still the freakiest fucking name I've seen on her in a minute. He said, last night, after 13 years of waiting, I finally got 13 plus. So it was probably higher. You just didn't want to say how high that motherfucker was. Or you put 13. You finally got to see your favorite non-binary Puerto Rican folk rock star from Brooklyn. Hooray for the riffraff. Woke is all, and now I'm cooling down with, apparently your name is Aaron now. SkyBlew, and I guess Carter. I'm not even going to take any offense to that because you've been waiting way longer than 13 years for your favorite non-binary Puerto Rican folk rock star. So thank you for that, Little Caesars. And then we had the Red Rory dropping 20 real quick, saying he's just checking in. He is currently at the Planet City Comic-Con, nerding out, and he's going to watch the rest of it later. And the last thing is get them likes up, which is we actually good on likes right now. And shout out to you at Planet City Comic-Con. Apparently that's in Kansas City. So
KC? All right.
And what we got?
We got this one, Gearless Mo. I didn't see this one. Yeah, we got we saw the super chat. Hey, 50
in a diamond mine. Jesus. He said, this is what I like to hear. Trying out ideas to flesh out narratives and keeping it grounded with references to our world at large. This used to be the norm. Now it's a hidden art. Yes, the fuck it is. I'm a sucker for a concept album. A good concept album.
I'll say this: if you really want to see their thoughts on the state of the world, listen to Awesome and Awful. And there's a video for it as well, to my understanding, and it's kind of almost more of like a lyric video, but it's really good. But like it really makes it clear. It really makes it clear. What the vibes are. Also, just another shout out, just to everything, kind of going on right now. Man, we've got so much like just amazing stuff, like just popping off like left and right. And like I said, I'm happy to see it, and I'm also happy to have something new to kind of like wear the hell out, because all the other stuff I've worn out. Like I'm sick and tired of hearing some of the other music that I've been listening to lately. So I was like, oh man, this is great, this is perfect. But also, we've got LP3 with the 26 months of the Blerd Club Gold Mine. Much love to the cave. Just wondering if you guys had a chance to read Dennis Camp's Assorted Crisis events. I'm hearing great things. I have not.
I did not. I've seen the book, but I did not know that was Denise Camp's book. I've seen the book several times this week. Funny enough, Ernie and I were having a conversation about another Denise Camp book where whoo. But that's neither here nor there. But I didn't know that was by him. That is on my list right now.
Did you ever read his Bloodshot?
Bloodshot. No. And funny that you say that. When I went to the shop this week and I saw when I saw All Winter in there, I also saw a Bloodshot hardcover with his name on it. Apparently it had just come out this week, and I didn't even know he did it. And it was funny. It was I saw that Bloodshot hardcover in the new this week shelf, and then in the bargain bin was Bloodshot Deluxe Edition Volumes 1 and 2, which was the Clayton Crane. Yes, because the hardcover don't look like a normal hardcover. It looked like fucking. Hold on. It looked like this. It looked like the Gillen, like we call them Giants hardcover. It didn't look like your regular like Marvel, DC, Boom. It looked more like this, which made me. That's what got it on my attention because I'm like, okay, that's different. That's kind of dope. But see, I don't know how I feel about Bloodshot though, and I'm not saying that like as a negative because, like, quite literally, they have the deluxe editions of Clayton Crane, Matt Kent, that Bloodshot run from 2013, 2014 when Valiant came back, Quantum and Woody, all that. They have them in the bargain bin for $15. I just didn't grab them because anytime I think about Bloodshot, I think about Vin Diesel and I get mad.
Oh yeah, no.
So I don't know if Bloodshot is real deal worth it. So I'm gonna have to read it off to the side somewhere, and then I'll be like, okay, I'll go grab them. Yeah, for sure. But
well, I'm not gonna hold you. Not gonna hold you. I saw somebody ask if I thought LP3 asked if I thought the Bloodshot series was good. I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. Very. I mean, okay, so this one I almost wanted to say timely. It was timely for when it came out. It came out 2 or 3 years ago. Gotcha. But it is very timely. It actually addresses well, obviously, you know, because of Bloodshot, the military, but how the military just discards old soldiers. It's not like 100% a thesis on how the military treats its veterans. But it definitely is not
gotcha.
A thesis on that. That's what I was gonna say earlier. Too. I actually forgot. We were talking about the concept albums. The first time, I mean, I've heard concept albums before this, but I think the first time a concept album actually jived with me, some of you might be familiar with Fear Factory. But Fear Factory, most people I know who don't listen to industrial metal or heavy metal on any level, most of you probably know Fear Factory because of Mortal Kombat. Fear Factory is the band that does the song Zero Signal, where Johnny Cage is getting the brakes beat off of him by Scorpion. But they had an album called Obsolete, which was a concept album. And I'm talking like very, 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 very like high concept album. And it was really good. It was a really good album. And had all kinds of like really cool tracks on it. Like it constantly changed vibes and tones, and every song meant not to say all songs don't mean anything, but every song was a part of like a greater story. And once you got to the very end of it all, it was like, okay, you got a beginning, a middle, and an end. But yeah, anyway, that's why when Blue told me it was going to be a concept album, I got really excited. But yeah, that's basically why, like the things like that. That's why I love concept albums. But now that we've kind of gotten caught up, let's take a look at some things. Carter, I guess the first thing, because this is the thing I have the least to say about, if I'm being brutally honest.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not trying to be ugly. It's just I have the least to say about it because there's not really a lot to say. No, so some of you have probably heard that Marvel Knights is coming back.
Yeah.
Marvel Knights is coming back. It's going to be Joe Quesada, if I'm remembering correctly, and Christopher Priest. Christopher Priest is going to be writing Black Panther for, I think, the first time in a long time. I'm open to being wrong about that, but that's just how I remember it. But this is not going to be the main Earth continuity. Actually, yeah, okay, so yeah, after 22 years, it's been 22 years since this man has written Black Panther. And he's gonna be coming back to do it now.
Right when that damn Black Panther Omni for him just dropped.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, right on time. But no, they're gonna do a story that's gonna be showcasing a possible future for the Marvel universe. It's gonna be a 6-issue limited series. The Marvel Knights, the World to Come. Priest, obviously is gonna be writing. Joe Quesada is gonna be on art. And they're also going to have Jimmy Palmiotti along for the ride, who I always love to see out here. Dude, you know what I love? This is a sidebar. Do you follow Jimmy Palmiotti at all?
Not in a while. I was following them with all of his Jonah Hex stuff, and then Palmiotti and Connor went to Aftershock for a little bit, but not since. Because weren't they both doing Painkiller Jane?
I believe so.
Yeah. So, but
yeah,
I hadn't read anything from him for a little sec.
Well, I follow Jimmy on Threads. Used to follow him on Twitter as well, but I follow him on Threads now. And that dude is a whole fucking trip. That dude has smoke for everybody. I love it. That he is a woke king, and I love him for it. If he sees some bullshit or he sees people like spreading lies and conspiracy theories, he will literally take time from his day and flame a motherfucker. I love to see it. Him and Brian Templesmith, just great human beings. Love them. But that said, basically what's going on, and I saw some people get really mad about this online, is that this story arc is actually going to start with the death of T'Challa.
Oh boy.
Yep. The recast T'Challa crowd came out in force. The recast T'Challa, dude, it was almost like M'Baku was it, or not even, but like you hear that Ibambe, Ibambe, like everybody just started chanting and shouting, and everybody was just losing their fucking mind. They're like, see, they're trying to keep the black man down. I was like, y'all know this is an Elseworlds, right? Y'all know this ain't like main continuity T'Challa, right? Y'all know this ain't the T'Challa that just running around with the African shield on the side of his arm and to be kicked out of Wakanda. I said, y'all know this is different. This ain't y'all. Okay, all right, I guess. Oh, like actually, you know what it was? Yeah, LL Melvin, you're right. That's it. I literally, when I saw the discourse online about it, I immediately heard the opening line of investigative reports. Here we go. That's all I heard. But no, so yeah, that's basically like, we don't really know a whole heap of a lot about it. I'll showcase some of the other stuff that's going on because we get to see, like, this is also, I'm just kind of judging based on some of the it might just be artistic license that's happening here, but it kind of looks like, yeah, we're also dealing with a Black Panther that's a little bit older. Not quite a spring chicken, so to speak, but we don't really know a whole heap of a lot about what's going on. It's just all we really have is just these unlettered pages, but they haven't really revealed a whole heap of a lot. But basically, what they said is that I think this is Joe Quesada giving this little debrief here. It says in September 1998, Marvel Knights Daredevil #1 hit the stands, followed by The Punisher, Inhumans, and Black Panther. We were confident they'd do well, but we didn't anticipate the overwhelming fan reaction or the lasting impact that Marvel Knights would have on Marvel. And you fast forward to October 2017, and my best bud mentor and Marvel Knights Black Panther writer, and for my money, the best writer in comics, Christopher Priest, pitched me an idea rooted in his original Marvel Knights take on T'Challa and Wakanda. And it was insane, beautiful, edgy as hell. I told him I had to draw it and that we should go even bigger. Priest delivered an opus, a journey that lets us and fans celebrate those original books while taking familiar characters to new and unexpected places. I haven't had this much fun drawing a project since Marvel Knights Daredevil #1. So I mean, that's high praise. There's a lot of glazing. There's a lot of glazing in that statement.
Okay. Because here's what I want to ask.
Go ahead.
And I'm happy you made the glaze comment because that's what it was. But hey, I guess that's what you're supposed to do. Here's my question. From conversations you and I have had, live and not live, what I have said, like, Black Adam, Superman laws, Deathstroke.
I liked him on Deathstroke.
You know what? Deathstroke was weird because it had a lot more good than bad.
Yeah. Did you read his Justice League?
A tiny bit. The problem with Justice League was I tried to read it after Black Adam and I just said, I'm good. No, thank you, sir.
What was I'm trying to remember the name of the character. What was it? Red Lion. I was like, I said, did DC put him up to this? Did DC put him up to creating a Black Panther for the DC Comics universe? Because that's all Red Lion was.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember we tripped off that here. So you know what? That's why I want to ask you that question. Just with the comics I brought up, and then you said it here yourself. You went back and you read Quantum and Woody, and you was
there's some parts of it I'm kind of like,
is it wrong that? Because here's the thing. Any other time, I will hit you up. I did it this week. Hey, have you read so and so? Because I'm either reading them at the comic or I got them in that goddamn box now. Because y'all got me back buying single issues again. Normally they were digital, but I'll sit there and I'll ask you, hey, you read this? Oh, nigga, did you see when they did this on this page? Yes, bro. That's why I'm hitting you up. So I feel like this might be one of them ones where you gonna be like, hey, bruh, have you read so and so? You got to tell me how you felt about so and so. I can go ahead and collectively tell you now with 100% certainty, I ain't gonna read so and so. I'm gonna let you read so and so. I'm gonna let you do the video on so and so I can say that I read so and so because I'm extra straight.
I mean, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
Not saying, and I want to say this so that people can understand it. I'm not saying that everything that Christopher Priest has done is bad. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying what I have read myself from Christopher Priest. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. That's all I'm saying.
You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I've tried to make excuses. I've tried to clean it up, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Something that happened when I went back and was reading Quantum and Woody, which, I mean, to be fair, some of it's meant to be played for laughs. Some of it's not meant to be taken seriously. But there's been other moments where I've seen Christopher Priest write Black characters, and he writes them with the same tenor and tone that he does when he's like when he's serious, when he's not serious. So, like, I don't know. I actually kind of get why Priest wanted to get away from doing too many Black books or Black characters.
Because look how you write some of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm like, because like he writes Black characters like, okay, look, I'm be honest with you. He writes Black characters the way white people used to write Black characters. Like
I remember being so salty because I'm like, where is he at for this milestone stuff? And then I started reading Black Adam and some other books. I'm like,
yeah,
that's why. That's why.
That's why. Mhm.
Yeah. Look, get your ass here. Don't you bring your ass on my porch. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Look, Mr. Owlsley. That's right. I'm gonna use your government name, Mr. Owlsley. But no, I like Christopher Priest. I think he has his moments. I think, like, honestly, I think he's one of those. I think he's one of the few black writers where I'm like, yeah, I think it's perfectly okay if he doesn't do black superheroes, because I actually don't think that he is. Because whenever I read his other stuff, like when he was writing like U.S. Agent and Deathstroke and Vampirella, I think he's still writing Vampirella right now. And I was like, you know what? He seems more comfortable. He seems way more comfortable writing these characters than like writing some of these other. And I'm not trying to be ugly about it. I'm just saying what I think. I get it. Like, there are certain types of characters that some people just can't do. You know, there's certain characters some people can't do. And I'm not going to sit here and try and convince anybody that, you know, like I tried, like, because, okay, I'll be honest with you. Some of the stuff, like, okay, all right, here.
That man said Al Ewing looks disappointed.
Look, you know what it is? Al Ewing is the so it's almost like they body, like if someone told me that Al Ewing and Christopher Priest had body swapped at some point in life. So Al Ewing, the reason why he's so good at writing black characters is because a long time ago Al Ewing shot him with the body swap ray, like Emma Frost did to Storm. And was like, hey, we're gonna switch bodies, and they just never gave them the bodies back. And then you find out, oh, that's why Al Ewing's so good at writing black characters, because it's actually Christopher Priest. And the reason why Christopher Priest ain't good because it's actually Al Ewing. But the thing is, that would be true, because Al Ewing is just naturally good at writing black characters. It's
and I'm not gonna say what. Let me find out. Priest is a black MAGA. No one is saying that. You just. Well, you haven't. I've seen.
I can tell you who is, but that's a story for another day. And
we're not. Nobody's saying that. You are accustomed to just jumping off the fucking deep end. What we're saying is, some people are more comfortable doing some shit. Some people like pineapples on their pizza. Some people don't know how to write black folks. Some people like Tyler Perry movies. Some people, I'd rather watch a bootleg. Some people just ain't got it. Some people just ain't got it, man. It's nothing to do with politics. It's just some people just ain't got it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. So there were some aspects of Christopher Priest Black Adam that I did not mind, but it was like so dialed up to 11 that eventually I was like, okay, this is not meant to be taken seriously, or if it is, I was like, maybe Priest just don't give a fuck, because there were some parts of of Bolts.
Hey, leave that man alone, Ernie. If that man is better at writing insanely attractive vampire hybrids than black people. If that man is comfortable writing Manu Bennett shenanigans, what did I catch?
Writing Crixus by way of the Arrowverse.
If he wants to write Henry Cavill with the icy white dicky suit on, then you read that Black Bones like, yeah, you was more comfortable doing this Superman story. Good on you, sir. Good on you.
I just, there were some aspects of the book that I thought were funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way that Bolt spoke, I thought was funny. But then there were other times where like I was just like, okay,
shit. Listen, we're not gonna name
that exactly, because it was what he kept saying. He kept saying that shit over you.
Hey, you know what? And I don't want people to think that we're the reason we're talking about Christopher Priest is because Christopher Priest has a book coming out
right here.
I don't want to be reminded of that book.
I
do not want to be reminded of that book, bro. But
wait. I'm your doctor. Affirmative action, biatch.
I love that moment. Sacred
that moment's
Six
cool.
Well, no, not this. This is hogwash. I'm talking about what X1 just said in the chat. Sacred Six is pretty good stuff, though. Never even took the time to notice he was writing it. I like shit like that. When you can enjoy a story and just the story itself is what got you locked in, where you're not even thinking about who is writing it until you get to that last page and you see that photo. Oh, shit. Word? But now it was becoming a thing with him to where you could tell that they were Christopher Priest. And what I was going to say is I don't want you all to think that this is just a thing. Like I said, we're talking about Christopher Priest because Christopher Priest is the one that has a Marvel book that's about to come out. Christopher Priest ain't the only one who is guilty of this big time.
Oh, no. God, no. Not at all. There's
no names, but
no. I mean, well, no, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna name some names. Brian Azzarello's, come on down.
No. I was talking about when it pertains to black writers.
Black writers. Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Black writers. Christopher Priest ain't the only one big time.
No,
I can
he's
right
not.
Now, boy, and burn the whole block up, boy. But no, but he ain't the only one. I ain't gonna say nothing because
oh goddamn.
We're in production right now. I ain't gonna say no names, but ask me on Twitch. But he is not the only one that is guilty of that. Where the track record, his stats could be a little bit better. Like you need to be on the court a little bit more, get some more behind it. But what I will say is the one thing that you have always heard about Christopher Priest, the one thing that will always get brought up is that Black Panther run.
Yes.
I mean, Marvel didn't just release that omnibus for it for no fucking reason. So with him going back to a character's voice that he knows and that he knows well enough to where they got a big ass omnibus on it, that means he put some years in on that. So I think this for those people that read his run and enjoyed that run, to see that he's back on the book, that might get some people that were kind of tuned out or checked out from T'Challa shenanigans, because it's been, it's been a hot and cold thing, even from the Ta-Nehisi Coates stuff up until now. It's kind of been going, it's been fluctuating. So to see that Kreese is back on there for at least a small bit of time, I think a lot of people will be excited for that, because it's something that they know will be a solid thing. So
no.
Why you looking like that? Like, no, bro.
No. I was thinking about I was thinking about the name of who you might have been talking about, and like I was sitting here like kind of going through a mental Rolodex, and that smile on my face was me thinking I figured out who it was. I was like, "Ooh, yeah, that's probably him." Yeah. But no, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, am I gonna check this out? I probably will. Just and I'm gonna give it at least the first issue. But I think this is gonna have a huge a barrier for entry for a lot of people, just based on the fact that it's already advertised the fact that T'Challa's gonna die. Like, and it makes it seem as though it's not like he's gonna die at the end, like he's dying like off rip, is what it kind of sounds like. So I don't know. I can't speak to that because once again, it's not out yet. Yeah. But shoot.
If this book were to do well, do you think they might be able to get him to like come back for a series? Or do you think this is more so? No, I want to show love to a character that that made me a household name and stuff like that. Do you think they? Oh, okay.
Nah, okay. I don't think so. I think Not because I have any like, you know, inside baseball or nothing, but like it's just based on some interviews I've seen him do, he seems quite okay with not doing the I guess like the typical like Marvel, you know, whatever. But you know, he could surprise me. He could surprise me. I imagine if the bag is big enough, he'll do it. Yeah, maybe. But let's here, let's see. Okay, here. You know what? Here, let's do this. Let's actually no, we're gonna save this one for the question section. I think it'd be a good one for questions. Let's move on to our next one, and that's gonna be Daredevil Cold Day in Hell. Now, this isn't news. This has been solicited for a while. We just never got around to talking about it because there's always so much other stuff going on. But basically, this is going to be Charles Soule and Steve McNiven reuniting. But this time, not to tell a story about Wolverine or the death of Wolverine, but basically to give an almost old man Logan type of story. But they're not calling it Old Man Daredevil, obviously. Like how they have done. I think the whole old man moniker, I think has kind of died off. They tried it with, I think they tried it with Hawkeye and Star-Lord. It didn't really like hit the same way as it did, probably because their names aren't Wolverine. But yeah, I think that's the thing people didn't catch when it came to why Old Man Logan was so popular. It wasn't just because Logan was an old man. It wasn't just because the story was lit. It was because it was Wolverine, and only because it was Wolverine. Is
that story still good to you? Just wonder.
Aspects of it, not all of it.
Okay,
because at the end of the day, the whole like and really the She-Hulk part of it is what I don't like.
Of course.
Yeah, that part is
Millar was in full effect.
Oh yeah, he was Millaring all over the place.
Yuck.
He Millar'd on the walls, on the floor, on the couch cushions.
I want us to keep talking about this Daredevil, but I gotta say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Speaking of Christopher Priest. To be critical of his writing now is to actually not know his full body of work. Ain't no writer ever batting 1,000. We gush over all the Hickman-ish. Let's give Priest a shot. I am giving Priest a shot. Ernie is giving Priest a shot. Yeah. Why would we not be critical of what he's writing now since it's now?
Yeah. I was about to say, Pimp. Can I put you on game about something? Mr. Home of the Brave, comic news and review.
Who's gushing all over Hickman? Who's gushing all over Hickman?
I was about to say, wait a minute. And see this, okay, you know what? Niggas don't be paying attention. Niggas don't be paying attention. Because we had the same conversation with Wraith. This must be a Wraith burner account. So here's the thing. Let me put you on game. This is how I can tell niggas don't pay attention to what the fuck we say. And I'm using the term nigga a lot right now because you've caught me in a moment. But I'm saying what I'm saying because you clearly did not pay attention to when we were talking about Hickman, how I said Gods was ass and that Aliens or Avengers versus Aliens was ass. I literally made fun of it for the better part of an hour. Not just that. I also said that when people were criticizing, or one person rather was criticizing that his work is derivative of other works from other people, I was like, shit, his own work is derivative of his own other work. So let's calm down. Nobody's gushing on Hickman.
You know what he's trying to do, right?
I know what he's trying to do. I know what he's trying to do. I know exactly what he's trying to do.
And I'm just like, bro, sit down.
You got too much dip on your chip, Pimp. Chill the fuck out. But also, we're also being, okay, to be critical of his writing now is to not know his full, okay, first off, stop lying to yourself. For one, you clearly must have just showed up because we have already said that the Christopher Priest Black Panther one was good. I literally just said that I liked his Deathstroke and his Justice League. So you clearly aren't paying any fucking attention. So let me help you out. Let me help you out. Mouth closed, ears open. Open up the ears. Open up the ears. Open up the ears. Open up your fucking ears. Listen. Pay attention. Don't just use the time that we are talking to think about what you want to say. Actually, listen to what we're saying. Because at no point did we say Christopher Priest was a bad writer. I just said he doesn't write black people particularly well. And the work that I'm talking about now, it is a part of his full body of work because back to back. Also, by the way, I did also just mention that I liked his U.S. agent as well. Did I not say that earlier? I think I actually said that earlier. And his U.S. agent ain't even that good. I just like it. I don't love it. I just think it's
like U.S. agent get dunked on for several issues.
Yeah, I was like, so calm the fuck down. Look, you know what? I think this is hilarious. I just think this is a teachable moment.
Like this comment either though. I saw that you said gods and aliens was ass. Still feel like Priest needs his due. Nigga, you acting like Priest just started. What we talking about?
Look, you act like that Negro literally just got in the game today. Do you not know?
The hottest new name in the comic book game, Christopher Priest. Even though his Black Panther came.
Do you not know? Wait.
Dog.
You know what this is? This is somebody who just figured out who Christopher Priest was. This is somebody because like we have literally just been said like Christopher Priest is literally one of the most like storied writers. He is quite literally the first full-time black writer at Marvel Comics. I have given Priest his due plenty of times, motherfucker. Don't sit up here and act like ain't nobody giving Priest his props.
So hard to try to make it something that is not. That you keep.
Look, how about this? How about this?
Bruh.
Focus on them comic reviews and less on what's happening with Christopher Priest. You'll be better off. I promise you. But anyway,
right,
getting back to something actually important. Not whether or not Christopher Priest has gotten his due. That's like the other day when I saw somebody say some shit about Gail Simone. They're like, oh, has anybody even read Gail Simone? Is like, stop. Y'all are fishing. You're fishing for controversy where there is none. Just look. Just sit back and chill. Sit back and chill. Sit back and chill. Clearly you haven't. Carter, can you do me a favor? Can you he needs to chill. He needs a chill pill. Can you time him out for a little bit?
Yeah. Some of his concepts were used for the first Black Panther movie. I'm gonna say this and then we move on.
So was Ta-Nehisi Coates. And so was Ta-Nehisi Coates, dumbass. Anyway, ban that motherfucker. Get him up out of here. Because he's trying to make a name for himself in the chat. He's trying to make
You really tried it. You really tried. Really.
Send that motherfucker onto the shadow room so he can look.
Now,
this motherfucker over here trying to, you know, what he tried to do. He tried to do like how
I hate when people do that.
He think he must be Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. He think he the Outsiders or some shit. Anyway,
I hate when people do that. I hate when we do that shit. That shit pisses me off to no fucking end.
Ain't nobody gave him his due.
I don't like that nigga just had his first album drop this month or something. Like, so that's who SkyBlew competing with, huh? That's what we talking about. I hate when we do that. That shit makes me so fucking mad. You really tried to make that seem like we were trying to put. Shut your ass up. Anyway,
moving on. I want to talk about Gearless Mo. I want to talk. I want to answer.
Why did Matt Murdock catch hands in this cover? Because
no. We'll talk about that in a sec. Gearless Mo with the $100 says message. Actually, here, you know what? That actually
message.
There you go. Look, active listening is hard. Read the room, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, motherfucker literally bypassed all the other shit we were talking about. Bypassed every other part of the conversation. And landed on he ain't getting his due. Okay.
The Hickman comment is when I knew what he was trying to make it out to be.
He was
like, okay,
y'all only glaze up.
Y'all
only glaze up.
Yep.
The white writers. It's like, dude, we glaze up everybody, dude. It's and honestly, Hickman ain't immune. Hickman is not immune. I have clowned Hickman plenty of times.
Bro,
Trust me.
Like, dude, this is the same motherfucker y'all will swear up and down for an extended period of time didn't like Jed McKay, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up about how much he loved Jed McKay in that Moon Knight.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Like, God,
actually, accidentally did that, but it was actually kind of fortuitous.
But, that one that irked me. That hit a nerve because I hate motherfuckers. Thank you for that 100, Fearless Mode. We got 10 from LP3. And I swear I love peace and tranquility, but Black Air Force Blerd Cave is must-see TV. Love y'all.
I'm just saying
that LP3. Dog. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Like, oh boy, also, I hate that shit. I hate that shit.
I love this. Not a super chat, but I love this right here as well. It says a review site showing clear bias and doing the most. Fantastic. It's like clearly. Carlos just says too. Ernie called out Hickman's gods. I literally did.
I always called out gods.
Yeah, we look. I stay ethering up gods. And I already said that I don't like Avengers versus Aliens. I was like, dude, no, I'm good. I literally said, no, this ain't gonna be it. And it still ain't it. And hell, another book, Decorum. The Image book that he did, Decorum.
Mm-hmm.
I straight up said I didn't enjoy it. Not because I thought it was bad, because I felt it made me feel stupid. I was like, I feel like I'm not smart enough for this book.
Is it really? You might have to tone it down then, LP3. That boy said God has been roasted a minimum 6 weeks in a row.
Man,
goddamn,
I mean,
leave that boy alone.
look, at this point, motherfuckers like, stop it, he's dead already. But no, here's the thing. So what's going on here is that this is a story, Charles Soule, Steve McNiven, goated writer and artist combo. This is going to be a story about a Daredevil who no longer has his powers. So Matt Murdock in this particular case, he's about 60 years old. He's in his 60s at this point. And he is just kind of doing his thing. He is 100% retired from superhero, and he is no longer a superhero. However, he's got a little soup kitchen deal that he's operating. And by the time that we kick this story off, a dirty bomb goes off. And as you know, Carter, the nature of a dirty bomb, there's going to be some radioactivity involved. And that radioactivity reactivates Daredevil's powers. So this is kind of like it's a little bit of Dark Knight. Like a little bit of Dark Knight Returns, a little bit of Old Man Logan, but also at the same time, it's like that last hurrah. Because basically what Charles Soule has pointed out is that while the radioactivity is bringing his powers back, it's not permanent. It's like, it's not something that but so basically, the way you could probably interpret that is by the time you get to the end of this, he's probably not going to have his powers back. He's just going to be back to being a regular ass blind dude.
Ooh, I couldn't imagine. I'm hoping just off what you're describing and just off looking at Matt holla right there.
like that's the Charles Xavier holla right there. Y'all look here, hold on, wait a minute. Previously,
I'm wondering if
X-Men.
they're going to if they're going to talk about him possibly losing his fucking mind in this, just because I couldn't imagine if you were blind, you got powers. Later on in life, you lose those powers, so now you legit have to get used to being just a blind man in New York, only to get them. Sometimes, like that could probably wear on your fucking sanity, dude. I couldn't imagine. What if he actually try to get his Charlie Cox on jump off the goddamn roof, and then them powers just felt like going to sleep one time. I don't want to read 3 issues of him smacking the pavement. Look at this scene, Simpson.
Look, wait a minute. Go smack that pavement like Bullseye did, and then get up and be like, ooh.
Oh.
Well, it's so basically what's happening here is that we're not really giving too much on like why all this is happening. But yeah, this is basically like a last hurrah. I kind of feel like this is going to be one of those where as we follow this story, Daredevil is going to be out doing his thing, but like over the course of time, he's the power is gonna it's gonna come back. It's gonna probably go in and out most likely, and obviously at the worst possible times.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Goodness. So it's gonna be good from that perspective of it going in and out. His writing is gonna really have to show that.
As a matter of fact, Carlos Johnson, if you see, he said him in the shop right now. Pull box, put that in the pull box. Because I think this comes out April 2nd. I don't know if the order cutoff it's probably already happened by now, but this is basically going to be one of those scenarios where we're gonna see Matt Murdock go through it, like especially here, because like you just said. Imagine not having your radar sense and superhuman hearing and whatnot, and then all of a sudden you just get like, and clearly has not had it for a while, and then suddenly it's back, and now you've already gotten used to not having it. Yeah, so now you have to get used to having it again.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't imagine. So yeah, I'm hoping that the writing, maybe that's why it is a cold day in hell. I'm like, you have to get used to some shit again in your season years. Like, my goodness, okay, yeah. That G. Martinez Max just hit the nail on the head, and that's what I was feeling. The psychological trauma of Daredevil losing his augmented / modified sonar sight. That needs to be addressed on a psychological level. That's what I'm talking about. Especially if it's back. First of all, imagine having to get blown the fuck up for it to knock them senses back real quick.
Yeah, no, because
as a man in like his 60s, 70s, you had to get blown off.
Because listen, he was damn near, maybe not point blank, but he was close enough that shit sent him flying.
So like you guaranteed busted hip, knee replacement. Like,
man, dude, probably broke an arm.
So yes,
D. Martinez.
I'm right there with you. I want to see this on a psychological level. Like, okay, I'm gonna bring up a movie a lot of y'all don't even like. Let's bring up that Batflick. Let's bring up Red Batman. That's what we gonna call Ben Affleck's Daredevil movie, Red Batman.
Yeah.
Take the scene with him and Jennifer Garner's Elektra in the rain, where the raindrops are bouncing off her, so he's actually able to see her for the first time. Imagine Superior Iron Man, where he can see again, and the one thing he tries to do before he loses that sight is he wants to see Foggy. In those last few moments before his sight leaves him, he wants to see his best friend. Can you imagine that as like an old ass dude when you've already gotten used to the fact that you're never going to see these people anymore? And now it's bouncing in and out, in and out. Dude, that is fucked. This is a fucked up story, bro.
I'm not even gonna hold you. That's kind of the thing that like I actually really dug about the Red Batman movie was I know a lot of people hated it when it initially came out, but I actually thought it made sense. Was when he would lay down in the coffin?
Yeah, that was fire. Don't ask me why. I tried laying in water like that, like Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck almost got me killed at the YMCA.
Well, I mean, because I used to, not, obviously not with a cover, but like, when I remember when I was, a lot younger, like, and I used to, as a kid taking baths, I would lay down in the tub the same way. Like I wouldn't, not cover my face, obviously, but like enough to where like I couldn't hear anything. Like everything like felt like I was in like a tunnel or like in some kind of a bubble.
All them fucking pills and migraines because of all the sounds and shit like that. So you talking to a motherfucker that saw Daredevil Friday night launch weekend of when that movie came out. Sure did. And I mean, one thing we can both agree on, Charlie Cox is going through it right now with yeeting Bullseye off that roof. Oh, Ben Affleck had no problem.
Oh no! That moment. Look,
Ben Affleck had no problem to the motherfuckers to the upper room in his Daredevil.
When he left dude laying on the train tracks.
That nigga said that light at the end of the tunnel. Let me tell you, that's not heaven. That's the sea train.
And all you hear that.
Ooh, shit! Daredevil. Not Daredevil. Excuse me, Bullseye. Oh, he knew he was killing Bullseye when he threw him off.
Oh yeah, he was like,
Chris was just distraught. Ben Affleck want that motherfucker dead. He wanted Colin Farrell gone. Okay, gone.
That man, he took him, swung that motherfucker around with what? like Charlie Cox did this shit. He was like, yeah. Dude, Ben Affleck was like, woo.
But Cold Day in Hell, Charles Soule is back. Steve McNiven. I haven't seen Steve McNiven on a lot, but I'm really this will be one of those ones where I feel like a lot of y'all, because I guarantee Charles Soule, I haven't seen one bad thing that man has done yet. You know, his Daredevil, I don't think it got as much recognition as it should have, but
and it really should.
I've seen some people talking about it recently because of Muse, because he made that character. So now a lot more people. I did not know you had Souls Run.
This motherfucker thick.
Oh God, I didn't realize he was on that book that long. Shit. Okay.
Well, all the stuff they're doing right now in because everybody keeps wanting to say Devil's Reign, and I think people are misinterpreting what Devil's Reign was about. Like a lot of people can say, "Oh no, it is Devil's Reign. It is Devil." It's taking like some aspects of it.
Yeah.
But Charles Soule's run,
yeah,
that was Mayor Fisk.
That goddamn show. Yeah,
it was Mayor Fisk, and I promise you, I'm gonna call it now. I think it's gonna wind up being Mayor Murdock. I think they're gonna end up doing the Mayor Murdock arc of that as well. A lot of people forget that during that run. It like towards the close of it was the Mayor Fisk story arc where Fisk became mayor, and then after that, Matt Murdock became mayor in the wake of like Wilson Fisk becoming like incapacitated or whatever. But then like Devil's Reign is him trying to become president. Is I
ain't even seen a Stromwin, not nan episode in this goddamn board again. Y'all just saw Mayor Fisk and started Googling and saw Devil's Reign, and now y'all just running with it. These two could not.
It's called recency. It's recency bias is what it is. Don't get me wrong. It's great. It's great, but that's recency bias.
But I think the only negative, honestly, when it comes to this 3-issue series, because it is a 3-issue
it's 3 issues, yeah.
Is I think a lot of you all that are going to enjoy it are probably going to try to buy it in single issues. Because 3 issues for that trade, and you know they're going to have to try to pad it out and put some other Daredevil shit in there that probably ain't got nothing to do with what Charles Soule and Steve McNiven did. For $17.99 real quick. I think the only people that are going to be mad is the people buying the trade. That's the only people that are going to be mad about this.
Look, you go see that shit. It's going to have Daredevil Cold Day in Hell, and then it's going to have like some of Chip Zdarsky run in it. It's going to have some of...
That one issue where he lost his powers and was blind ain't got nothing to do with Cold Day in Hell, but, you know, just you know, look, he was blind in this little one-shot issue that was a whole arc. We just going to give you that one issue, though, a couple of pages. The A story from 1963 or some shit.
No, you know what they're going to do? Because I think this was Charles Soule as well. Maybe. I want to say this was Charles Soule. Do you remember right before I think it was right before they went to the Zdarsky stuff? I could be misremembering it, but I want to say it was like right before. I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay.
They did a whole thing where it was like, or maybe it's like no. It was at I think maybe it was at the beginning of Charles Soule's run. I can't remember, but they did a storyline. It was the death of Daredevil, basically.
Yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, and
then he came back. They had the yellow suit and shit on the covers.
Yeah. It was like it was weird because it came out like at such a strange time. But but basically I feel like that's what they'll do. They'll take that shit and slip it in there. But no, I think this is gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for it. Y'all will probably see it on the best comics this week, which by the way, I think has been doing okay. Not the best, not the you know, as good as I wanted to do, but it's not doing bad. So
I think we got to give it a little bit of time. You know, I don't think the Blerd Caves with me did so well. I don't think Nerds of Culture started off real well, and then they came into their own. You probably just got to give
it's a slow build.
Yeah, slow burn, just slow build up.
As we do it more, like it's one of those things that I feel like people are still getting used to it.
Yeah.
I'm also trying to figure out a way to make it like I'm debating on ways to make it shorter because I was like, it's kind of long, but I know like YouTube is weird because sometimes YouTube likes long form content. I've been noticing like because they usually promote my long form videos over my short form ones. So I don't know. I wonder if it matters, but I will definitely tell you this much.
That's mean. I'm not gonna say that.
What?
I'll say that.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Well, I definitely think that it's going to be the way forward. I've enjoyed doing it. It's freed me up to do a lot of like other things. I actually get to work on the comic, more often. I get to work on and I haven't even really gotten to tell y'all too terribly much about it. If you don't follow me on Threads, I could see where you would get a little lost in the sauce on that one. But yeah, I've gotten to work on the comic more. I've gotten to draw more. I've been doing lots of stuff just because. I was actually tripping the other day because I actually got to draw some stuff that I guess technically I can show this off. I still haven't gone back and added the extra colors, but I mean like I actually had time to do stuff like this. I actually had time to make designs for logos and T-shirts and whatnot. I got to what was the other one that I got to do? I even got to do one for Nerds of Culture, which I still have some more stuff to do with, but I got to there was one other thing that I actually did. Where'd it go? Here it is. But yeah, it just there's lots of here it is, this one. I got to do this the other day. Like I actually got to spend time working on a double page spread, something that was unfathomable when I was trying to do like 2, 3, 4, 5 videos a week or whatever. So there's that. Who was on the right? That was Carter. That was
Shit, we can talk about something else that was unfathomable.
What was that?
Another 100 from Gearless Mo real quick.
Oh, yeah.
He said he's making up for past weeks. Thank you for the direct commentary and for saying out loud what I think internally. That's the thing with us though. We say what you want to say but can't. We do what you want to do but won't. So that's what so
yeah.
Thank you.
I actually, you know what? Thank you, Gearless. And I will say this, and yeah, because I feel like I say it all the time, but I have it on good authority, based on some private conversations I've had with artists and writers in the comics industry. They say the same thing. They say, "Man, you say the stuff that we can't get away with because we'll get in trouble. They'll come after us." But yeah, I wanted to have more time to be able to work on stuff. I've started writing the script for issue number 2 of the other book that I'm working on, kind of in between the time when I'm drawing. I've actually gotten to do some really fun. I don't think I got to show you this, Carter. But some of y'all know I have a very specific way that I love to ink. Oh, I can't show you this. I didn't get a chance to I don't think I got a chance to show you this, Carter. This was a Daredevil I was working on the other day. And I got what I'm doing is I got a Punisher that I'm gonna put right beside it. The when I started it off, it was that.
Okay.
So like, yeah, I'm doing
I gotta be that guy. I gotta be that guy. I got to poke fun at you for a little. I gotta poke fun at you for a quick second. Go back to that other one. Go back to that other one. I see a little Greg Land action going on. What was Matt Holden, big dog? What was Matt Holden? What reference did you use? You freak, nasty freak.
Actually, so the funny part is I actually used the old cover of Frank Miller's Daredevil where he was actually holding nothing.
Okay.
But oh, and I did this right here. This is a panel.
Oh.
This is a panel from
That's actually an insanely detailed panel. You did that?
Yeah, that's me. Okay. That's 100% me. 100% me. I'm trying.
All of that in them little ass boxes.
Mitch
Gerard's. I've never understood that until I saw the big ass paper y'all work on. Then I realized, oh, okay, it gets shrunk down. Because I'm like, how do you? And clearly Mitch Gerard's not a black person, but how do you niggas fit them images in them little ass boxes? That has been something that has bugged me for so long.
Well, see, here was the other trick. It's also fitting all that and that. Also, so have you ever looked at a comic panel and seen like characters drawn really small?
Yes.
And they're not particularly detailed? Like, I've seen lots of artists do it. I get why so many artists do that now. Because like basically what I had to do since I did this digitally, I had to zoom all the way in on the panel, like to where like honestly, what you see now is all I could see on my tablet. So and then I just kind of worked from there. I also, what I'll do a lot of times is because I draw big anyway, I'll just draw whatever size I want and then shrink that bitch down.
Gotcha.
And go from there. But yeah, that's one of the or technically two. That's two of the white supremacists villains from the book. So there you go.
Okay.
So you guys got to see a little bit of behind the scenes in all of that. And what was it here? This is less. Well, actually, Elite X1 brought up something really good earlier that I didn't think about. 20 to 30 minutes for a weekly report is damn good. Yeah, you got a point. You know what? I'm not gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? We're just gonna keep doing it, and we'll fine tune it as it goes. And I ain't worried about the rest. Let's look at our. Do we got any questions from ye old Discord?
We do. We got two. We got a dub.
Okay.
First question here from Floman. Wagwan, Blerd Man, and C Money. Have y'all heard of a comic book called Crowded? Yes, I have. It's about a society where you can crowdfund a hit on someone.
Yep.
Even better news, Ernie, is it's on Global Comics.
Yes, it is. Yes, matter of fact, here, let's y'all know what time it is. Global Comics out here, y'all. So here's the funny thing about that. Crowded is a comic that I first started reading. This was back when, my God, right around the time I first started doing the channel. Because that's how long ago it came out. Little known thing, it was actually supposed to be made into a movie. It was actually optioned for a movie, but the movie was never made. And I think another movie came out recently within the last year that kind of had some vaguely similar like concepts, because that's what happens a lot of the time with stuff like this. But yeah, Crowded was good. It was a young lady gets picked to have her death crowdfunded, and she ends up having to pay someone to protect her And the funny thing about her is she's an insufferable. The obviously the girl with the pink hair is the one who is who's being sought after, but they actually never say whether she's black or like Latina or whatever, but I don't think they ever actually say. But either way, the woman of color clearly behind her is the bodyguard. But yeah, I thought it was an awesome concept. And yeah, I forget the name of the movie, but it was a movie. It was a movie that literally came out. Like, I swear to God, I saw it last year making the rounds, and it may or may not have had John Cena and Aquafina in it. I might be misremembering, but
I know the movie you're talking about now. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it was supposed to be so to give you a little how long ago this was, when this movie was optioned, it was supposed to be Rebel Wilson playing old girl with the pink hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rebel Wilson was supposed to be playing old girl with the pink hair, and I don't think they ever actually said who was going to play homegirl behind her. But yeah, basically that's why the other day when we had T. Franklin on, and she was talking about when people say they want to option your work, say no, because that's what happens. They option your work and then they never do anything with it, and then that same studio just come back later and repurpose your idea as something else that has nothing to do with you, and you don't get anything out of it. That's why they always say, yeah, don't ever let that happen. What's our next one?
All right, last question is going to be from Trap God Thanos saying, "Good afternoon, Blerd and Unc Carter." That was a violation. I heard someone say they give music artists 2 bad albums in a row before they give up on them. Applying that for comics, how many runs do you give a writer before you consider them washed? If Absolute Green Lantern don't hit, Al Ewing might be approaching that for me. He's starting to look... Okay, this is fucked up to say, because I get the reference. He's starting to look like Laser's Lupe Fiasco. That is disrespectful as fuck, because I know exactly what you mean.
Oh, no, he did. He said no, he didn't.
Hey, you know why you can't say that? Well, no, you can say that because, like I said, I got that album the day it dropped. Lord have mercy. Lupe redeemed himself though with Tetsuan Youth. So
yes,
but oh God, that's because you had to pull from somewhere to get that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Immortal Thor has kind of slick fallen off for me. So I can definitely like, I haven't come back to it yet, but like when they started doing the Roxxon stuff, like really leaning into it, I was like, man, I kind of wish they would get back to more of the high fantasy stuff, because I feel like that's where the book was really hidden. And which they kind of have, but kind of haven't. And then you've got the Venom stuff. Venom was kind of weak. It was weak sauce.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yeah. Even Al's part of it. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I think Al's part, like, you know, I know we kind of gave Ram V a hard time, but because I didn't care for the Dylan stuff, but I don't think Al's was that much better, because it was just
it was fucking confusing, and you didn't know what was going on. Ram V, I just don't like Dylan. Al Ewing, I'm just confused. And
then you look at the all new Venom, and it's like, it's not bad. It's
actually funny you're bringing this up, because I was feeling the exact same way when I read Carnage this week. I'm like, look what we could have done with Venom, and look where we at now, to where this Carnage book is 2 issues in, and I'm already more in this. And I'm not even a huge fan of Carnage, but I'm so invested in this as opposed to a whole goddamn 2 whole goddamn Venom series that are going on right now, with all new and the one before that. So that's been the only thing to me that was a huge miss on his part, because I didn't mind his Ant-Man. I didn't read the Wasp, and I didn't read Avengers Incorporated.
I liked Avengers Incorporated was a little esoteric.
Okay.
And Defenders Beyond was good, but it was short.
Okay.
So,
but back to the question: how many runs do you give a writer before you consider them washed?
Honestly, I'm going to kind of take a page. I'm gonna take a page out of Tubes of One playbook because for me, it's a case by case basis.
Mm-hmm.
Like he said, in my opinion, Kendrick has to do 5 bad albums for it to just be like, all right, it's over, big time, hang it up. And I get it because the body of work is so strong. But when the body of work is not that strong, it's gonna change. So like I would say like, okay, if we're using Tubes of One logic,
yeah,
I would say for a guy like Al Ewing, he would have to drop 4 bad runs, maybe 5 straight, because he has been so solid and so consistent for so long. Like I would actually go as far as say I would give Al 4, someone like a James Tynan or a Kieran Gillen or a Rodney Barnes or like a David F. Walker. I would be like, okay, they gotta suck for a while for me to be like, like, do you know what Kieran Gillen would have to do? Kieran Gillen would have to end Power Fantasy and then move on to write 5 other books that are all ass for me to be like,
I'm surprised you wouldn't say like, I'm surprised you wouldn't say something akin to he's back on Power Fantasy now, but these next issues just have to be bad.
Well, okay,
you giving him Power Fantasy, it's just everything after that.
Everything after that. Like I would even take into account like case in point, the reason why I have the attitude I have towards Christopher Priest.
Yes.
Is because Christopher Priest used to be that writer for me where I would say, nah, he got to fuck up for a while. He got to fuck up for a while. And here's the thing. He did. So there you go. But no,
I wasn't gonna bring him up, but that example was right there. I just want to bring it over there.
It was right because here I want to put y'all on game about something because I pay attention. I pay attention to what people do, and I look at the whole body of work. I look at the entire body of work day in, day out. There is very, 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 very little that you could put in front of me that I'm not going to be able to look at and be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is that. But for me, just me, nobody else but me, when I look at what he has done, I look and say, okay, he did Inhumans, didn't like Inhumans. He did the what was the other one that he did? Black Adam, ass, cheeks, all the way across the board, just straight up cheeks. What was one of the other ones that he did? I didn't give Steel. I do not like his Steel. I do not like his Steel. Steel gets real weird when Priest takes over. And it's like in the back half of that. I thought Black Panther was great. But at the end of the day, it just there is some weird shit in Black Panther that I don't like in his Black Panther run. I don't particularly care for. And then you look at what was that other book we were talking about? Superman Lost. I was like, Superman Lost, not good. And then what was there's another one that came out relatively recent. But I mean, even just on those, that's 4 bad books. You done fucked up. You done lost with me. Now I'm looking at you sideways. I got to look at you sideways. Jason Aaron, same thing. If Jason Aaron drops 4 or 5 bad books, it's a wrap.
See, Ernie gives these writers and these creatives a lot more than I would give them.
Well, to be fair, these are the creme de la creme. We're talking about the cream of the crop. What we're talking about.
Just rightfully so. But I was going to bring up somebody who, see, he's giving you 5 bad ones. I read this one. My example is always James Tynion.
Okay, yeah.
He took over for Scott Lobdell and Red Hood and the Outlaws, and it was absolutely atrocious to me. I didn't want to read shit else from James Tynion. All it took was that half of his run. I ain't want to read nothing else from that man. Something Killing the Children is on that shelf. Detective is on that shelf.
But see, he came back.
And that's my point. See, you're giving them 5 bad and then you good. I gave him half a arc and said, I don't want to read nothing else. And it was because of him not shutting up about something killing the children that I gave it a chance. The only reason, you know what? Let me not give you that one. Yours came second. What came first was Detective Comics. Fun fact.
Oh, yeah.
The only reason I even wanted to read Detective Comics didn't have shit to do with James Tynion. Okay. Batman had the purple cape on the inside from the Scott Snyder run at the end. And then he was going to have Clayface on the team. That sounded interesting to me. And then I read the entire run. So, yeah.
I tell you what it is. So, Cullen Bunn for a while was a case-by-case basis with me.
Yes, he
like
was.
Album.
That's a really good example.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, Cullen Bunn is an example of, and actually, I'll tell you another one who crawled, like, okay, similar for you. Someone who crawled out of the muck for me was Tom Taylor.
Okay.
Because I didn't like Injustice, the comic. I didn't care for it particularly at first. And then when I started seeing Tom Taylor's name on more stuff, I was like, I'll give it a chance, but I was like, I don't know. And I was like, oh shit, he lit. But no, like the reason why I say like for for Cullen Bunn is because I have read good things by Cullen Bunn. It's just that the thing is, I've noticed his overall body of work is better when he's not doing shit for Marvel.
Doing the main shit. Yep. When he ain't doing the main shit.
Or when he ain't
when
doing the main shit.
When it's all him, that's how you get these Seventh Guns and Harrow counties and shit out of him. When he ain't got nothing to do with Marvel and DC, y'all done fucked him up with Marvel. You fucked him up with DC when you made him quit Aquaman. He done left, now he doing his thing. Do you think Spider-Man fans will be mad at Zeb Wells forever? For a few years, yeah. Forever, not really, because they're gonna find somebody else's run to fucking hate. Ooh.
Who's
Mike
that?
Manhattan. He brought up, what about the Department of Truth? I don't have a problem with the Department of Truth. You just got to really be thinking when you're reading that book.
Yeah, that's not a gloss.
That's not for everybody.
No.
The Deviant, never heard of it, but he brought up a good one for me with James Tynion.
You got to be paying attention. You don't just
really do. You really got to be paying attention with Department of Truth.
I'm gonna take you back to that old lore. Like, one does not simply read the Department of Truth.
But he brought up one good one though. The Deviant, never heard of it. World Tree, that's his first miss for me. If we're taking Ernie's logic from James Tynion, the World Tree.
Oh, World Tree.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you what that book is about, and I'm caught up. And the only thing that seems to be the main constant in that book is the naked white girl killing people.
Well,
that is all that is. So that I'm gonna give you. He got one. I'm
gonna tell you who is also on a case by case basis. Man, I know somebody's gonna get mad.
Let me hear.
Teenie Howard.
Okay.
But the thing is, Teenie Howard, but like Tom Taylor, Teenie has crawled out of the hole. Because my first interaction with Teenie Howard was Excalibur, and I think she had like another book that I had read that I thought was like okay. Or that I was like, I at least liked. But then like, I was like, oh, this Catwoman is lit.
Yeah.
I was like, her Catwoman is good. I was like, okay, I can get down with this Catwoman.
Yeah. But I haven't read Nice House on the Lake yet. That's all Ernie. Here's one I want to ask you, and then you probably got some questions in the chat you see, but
yeah, I got some pulled up.
Fuck, I lost my train of thought because I saw somebody talking about Al Ewing.
Bendis.
Here we go. Here is somebody. Let me know if you've ever read anything good from this writer.
Oh shit!
Because you brought up Cullen Bunn, which made me think of somebody else whose book was out at that time.
Oh god!
Brace yourself, all of yous. Daniel Way.
Ooh. So wait a minute. So here, I'm gonna hit you with something. You're gonna hate my ass here for a minute.
That motherfucker said, oh, God.
No, so
Daniel Way.
I remember because Daniel Way, the first thing I think I ever read by Daniel Way was Deadpool.
Of course, that's everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and they all been bad.
And wait a minute, and here also Carter, put me. I need you to put me on game. Put me on game. Put me on game.
Okay.
When he took over on Deadpool,
yeah,
was he the one writing it during Secret Invasion, or was that somebody else?
That was him.
That was him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here
it was. You know what? It was. So here's the thing with that, with an asterisk, it was him and several other motherfuckers. Because there was several different Deadpool things going on at the time.
Got you.
And then the fucking the Deadpool core was something else that was also going on at that time. So it was him and several other folks.
Okay. So so the reason why I kind of brought all that up was just because I really liked the opening story arc of Deadpool when it was a part of like the whole Secret Invasion thing, and he was having to like they did the whole thing where like he was I forget the whole brunt of it. He's fighting like a super Skrull or whatever. It was everything after that I was kind of like, oh no, I take that back. So let me see what we're looking at here. So it says, I'm looking out here, it says what's this? So for him, it's Deadpool #1 up to like maybe 3 or 4. And then what the shit they did with Dark Reign when he was fighting Bullseye, when he was Hawkeye, that stuff I love. But after that, it's like, nah.
He gave that nigga 3 issues. He gave him 3 or 4 issues, not volumes. Issues.
Well, no, because I mean, but am I misremembering his
No, you ain't, because as soon as all of that shit was said and done, they put his ass on Thunderbolts with that roster, and it stunk up the joint, and then Charles Soule had to come in and clean it the fuck up.
Yeah, because he
didn't even stay on the book long, because I had to, bro.
Yeah, because this right here, this is the one, like, I actually like this part of it. Like this is the first issue where he's fighting the Super Skrull and whatever. I thought that shit was cool. And then, like, when you get to, like, I think it's issue 12, where, like, he's up, because it was, Dark Reign and Bullseye found out he was going to have to fight Deadpool. I was like, that part was cool. I thought that was cool. It was everything else I didn't like. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm super straight.
I'm going to help you out. I'm going to do you better. So, what you just named right there, that was not 3 or 4 issues. Ernie gave him 2 trades.
That's 2 trades? Okay. I gave 2
trades.
Volume
2, you gave him 2 trades worth of content.
And then after that,
these are old Marvel trades. It was only like 4 or 5 issues of trades. Shut your mouth. He gave him 2 trades.
Well, and then, like, I'm looking at this now and I'm saying, like, oh shit, he did I forgot that he did Daken and Dark Wolverine and all that. I forgot that.
Yes, he did.
Oh shit, he wrote an issue of Agent X?
Yes.
Ugh, no, why did he do Gale like that? Why he do Gale like that? Also, okay, that Wolverine. All right, yeah. I'm looking at it now. I forgot he did he did Frankencastle?
Yes, he did. He did one of those with Remender. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
No, I'm good.
Only reason I even know all of this is because when you were at GameStop, I walked across the parking lot to that Barnes and Noble, and that shit was always on the shelf because no one bought it. So I just read some on my lunch break and then came back into the mall.
Disgusting.
Yeah. But hey, I still have my copy of Siege on the shelf that I bought from that Barnes and Noble.
Man, let's answer these damn questions. We got one here from John Battle, who sent in a question with a 46-month re-up on Blerd Club Goal says, question, I finished the first two chapters of Timeless because I'm a serious Power Man fan since he was part of the Fantastic Four. But what do y'all think about it? So far, I think it's good.
Yeah, I like it.
It's not as good as I was hoping it would be. Like, I don't know what I thought it was going to be, but like,
yeah, that's exactly okay.
I think Power Man Timeless is going to be one of those that I'll know how I fully feel about it once it's done. Like, I don't think that's one of those books I'm gonna be able to be like super duper into until like I see the whole thing play out, because it's out there. It's out there. Not in a bad way, just like it's kind of the same way I feel about the Absolute Martian Manhunter. Like, I'm still wrestling with my thoughts on that book.
It's the fact that it's Luke Cage. It's the fact that it's Luke Cage with all this.
That too.
And having to get used to that. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. The 2 issues were good. It's probably one of those ones, and I want to say this now. I'm enjoying it in single issues. I'm reading every issue when it comes out, and I'm supposed to be working. But it'll probably be one of those ones that is like, this is a good trade to have. Because I feel like it's going to be one of those that when it drops in trade, you better get that motherfucker right then, because that's going to be it. I think the same thing with the Philip Kennedy Johnson Green Lantern book, that John Stewart book. I think it's going to be better when you can read it all in one sitting on the couch in the bathroom somewhere.
Which I think is about to be out if it's not out already.
What?
Oh, the John Stewart Green Lantern.
Oh no, they're both out.
That
was last month. Both of them came out because I almost got them both. But yeah, I think this would be one of those ones where it'll get appreciated more when it's finished. Yeah,
I think Green Lantern Corps is going to be that way too.
Okay.
Like, I like it so far, but like, it's like I can tell it's going to be that way.
Who wrote the one you keep talking about with the 4 Horsemen?
Robert Venditti, I believe.
That's so fucking confusing.
Why? What's up?
Because I keep seeing Green Lantern and Green Lantern Corps shit with his name on it, but I only see Hal Jordan, so I don't ever grab it. Yeah. But I keep wanting to find the one you keep talking about with the 4 Horsemen.
It was called Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern. So that was what they did.
Okay.
They had a Hal Jordan Green Lantern book, and they had Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps as a book. And yeah, it's and honestly, I'm still kind of mad that they've yet to release that in any collected format.
Gotcha.
Which I find incredibly frustrating. But let's take a look. We got another here from Bill, and then we'll get to our super chats and stuff. We got says, have you seen the new issue of X-Force? I was really surprised at what came out of the recent issue, and what will it mean moving forward in the Omega finale issue by Marewa and Gale. I haven't, so the video for that should be out tomorrow. I didn't do it. I left it for Robo to do so I could focus on the best comics this week. I have a lot of thoughts about this week's X-Men books. I'm gonna save it for the video, but just know that when I got to the end, I was like, I don't know. I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with this. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with this finale. Like, and so I'm like, and because it's gonna be Gale and Marewa on it, like, I know they're gonna turn in something good, but I feel like it's getting to that point where I'm like, I feel like maybe this should have just been Gale and Marewa, like, just off top and through and through. Like, because I feel like it's too many cooks in the kitchen. Like, you know what? Fine, fuck it. I'll spoil one part of the video. There's a part where I'm going to talk about how I accidentally read X-Force first and didn't read Exceptional X-Men. So then I went back and read Exceptional X-Men, and I was like, oh, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. That book dedicated 2 pages to X-Man Hunt. That issue dedicated 2 pages to X-Man Hunt. I was like, oh, okay. Which now it makes even more sense. I don't know why they put it on the list of things. Because, like, it's not even like Charles shows up. They just, you know what it is, Carter?
Man, we want you to buy them books, especially because they finna get the fuck up out of here. Buy it. We finna squeeze that goddamn $4 out of you, dog.
Well, the funny thing was, Exceptional X-Men, the only thing with X-Manhunt is towards the end of the book, they hanging out in the dance studio and Iceman busting the door and be like, Kitty, Xavier done got out. And everybody's like, huh? What? Who? All right, back to our story. But yeah, it was just to boost sales. It's kind of funny because I feel like it didn't need it. Exceptional X-Men apparently sells well. And it has been upgraded to ongoing. So, I mean, it's actually supposed to go past 10 issues, which is highly unusual, not just for Marvel, but also for Evil Ewing. She usually doesn't do more than 10. I think sometimes 12, I think, because I think Iron Man might have been 12. Yeah.
Since we know that ongoing definition, you think it might just be for 2 more issues and then she up out of here?
Maybe. Well, no, the way Tom Brevoort talked about it, he made it seem as though like she's going to write the book for as long as people are buying the book. That's the way he said it.
Okay.
But so I don't know. I don't know. But I liked X-Force was okay. It didn't knock my socks off. I thought the parts with Xavier and Sage were the better parts of it. But when it kept going back to the other shit that was going on with the rest of the team forging them, I was like, all right, cool. I don't care about any of this shit. Anyway, LP3. Oh, I guess I probably should have answered. What do I think is going to happen? Have no fucking clue. LP3 says, question, forgive me if this was asked already, but which mayor do you believe has a better chances to live? Did you have a better chances to live with as a civilian? Mayor Fisk or Mayor Penguin? Ooh, shit. Fisk. Yeah, Fisk. It's easy because the thing with Fisk is that while he was still technically doing supervillain shit, he wasn't doing like supervillain chicanery like like other motherfuckers.
That's somebody you living with, so that means he cares, and he cares to a certain point. So
like crime's still gonna pop off.
Yeah, crime is still gonna pop off, but if you're someone that he cares about, you know, he'll give you a little bit of rope. Oswald, if he cared about you, he just had to get you the fuck up out of here. There's no nicer way to say that. You can take the TV show if you want to. You can take the Tom King 12 issues. I need to find that trade. That trade is sold out everywhere. Here, I got to get that motherfucker online. That's crazy. But yeah, and here's the thing with that. When it comes to Penguin, like the kids that got these weren't just some like adopted or from a side chick. No, these are little motherfuckers that he raised, and he still sent them to the upper room. So yeah, I would give that to Wilson, because Wilson Fisk's son was still running around out in these streets in that Chip Zdarsky run. Just didn't want to deal with him anymore, and Wilson didn't have him killed. Oswald, though, dog, let me tell you something. That shouldn't have even been a question. Danny DeVito don't give a fuck about y'all out here. Okay? He don't.
He really don't.
Well,
I mean, he even got caught on tape. That was like kind of the whole thing. He got caught on tape. He's like basically saying what the fuck he was gonna do. I mean, nah, I'm good. I'm good on him. Look, and if it's Colin Farrell, hell no. Ain't about to choke me out in the middle of the goddamn cemetery. Let's see. We got we'll do this one. G Martinez Mac with the question says, in 2025, what happens when our nation fears free speech more than censorship? Well, you're kind of seeing a taste of it as we speak. I think that personally, I think we're kind of at a point right now where I think the problem is going to be we have a limited amount of time to express our voices. So I say just do them now. Like express your voice as much as you can now. And if you are someone who could you'll be targeted, and what I mean by that is just anyone who's like maybe from a cultural or ethnic background that could potentially be like that could be weaponized against you. Like, long story short, how there's people out here who are American citizens having ICE sicked on them because they look ethnic. I think you just have to kind of pick your battles. But I definitely think that no one should be quiet. I think everybody should be loud and causing good trouble. So, last and not least of questions for the day is going to be Y2 News' question. Why don't more people watch the interview videos with writers? People get a chance to see actual writers' process instead of hearing about some woke agenda from the usual suspects. Because I'm going to be honest. Historically speaking, interviews have always done worse. And I thought it was interesting because I actually had Joe Casey on, writer of Weapon X-Men. Literally the first time ever I've actually had a writer come into the bullpen, sit down and say, hey, let's talk about the book. Like everything, like, and I'm going to confirm or deny or, maybe tell you, where you might be on to something or not. And not as many, it kind of hurt my heart a little bit that not as many people jived with that they didn't, I thought that would have been.
It's not just you.
It's just you. No, it's everybody. It's everybody.
Yeah, it's everybody. And I think that comes from, oh God, this is going to, and I'm not talking about everybody when I say this. But it's shit people. What do you mean when you say shit people? They don't really care about the people writing the stories. They want to be told the stories. If they're already reading it, they don't give a fuck about who's writing it a lot of times. They just want to be able to come on here and be told what happened. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's sad when I see other, creative teams on all these different YouTube channels with these interviews, and they're actually, sometimes they're getting asked really good questions and sometimes it's a shit show, but just to see that there and then no one's really responding to it, it's just like, you're not going to really appreciate it until it's gone, and then it's too late when it's like, your ass should have been asking all the questions. Your ass should have been just doing everything, dude.
It's why every time, like, if Greg Weisman reaches out or like Joe Casey, and yes, Joe Casey always wears sunglasses. Always. I've never, even when the interviews are over, he still has on sunglasses. That's just him. That is that's the real life Matt Murdock out here. That motherfucker always got sunglasses on. Always. If I found out he was actually Daredevil, I'd believe it. But no, I've literally had sit down conversations with some of the best writers and artists, in the industry. People who are legit, legit, full on legit, like icons, legends, and people don't care. And it's sad because I feel like these are people who have a lot to say. They have a lot to share. I think sometimes people will show up if it's like something very specific. I've noticed that, like, when we did the one with Marewa Ayodele, like, a lot of people showed up for that one, but that was kind of like that was the bug, not the feature. I think people just showed up because, like, Storm usually does pretty good. If I put Storm on the picture, people show up.
Look at Sanford Green. That interview was fucking heat.
Oh,
but
yes.
I think had you said that, like, or had you just, instead of you, me, and Sanford on the screen, had you just showed everything that they're doing for bitter, just book. Just put you had a lot more. You had a lot more asses on there after the fact. I'm not talking about live. I'm talking about after the fact. Or had you, he brought up Doom. Had we just put everything from Oh, okay. So,
Dude,
yeah.
Bone
Smooth brain.
Factory just said it right here. The Lionel interview. So it was fun though. That dude was funnier than expected. I was laughing like when y'all saw me giggling, that wasn't me like putting on a show. I was legit giggling the whole fucking time. Like, dude had me fucking rolling the whole time. And even after we went off the air, he and I talked for a few minutes after the fact. And I was like, dude, and he thanked, like, I'm not gonna tell old man's business, but he was like, because a lot of times when I do these interviews, one of the most common things people tell me, they're like, man, that was a really fun interview. Thank you for like not making it so stuffy and like you actually like making it feel, because the most common thing they always say, it feels like a conversation.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm just having to. I when I talked to whether it was Daniel Kibblesmith or Larry Kinney or Ed Brisson.
Look how many times we have talked about the fact that Daniel Warren Johnson is streaming weekly while drawing, while conversing with y'all, telling people new things, and crickets. But had he put just everything page for page, word for word, this person said this person said this person.
They don't want, like, honestly, it pisses me off. And man, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to make it hot for anybody. But I'll just say this. There's a reason why these people, and not all of them, there are some people who won't talk to me for one reason or another. There are some people like I can't seem to get Jed McKay on the line, and I was supposed to have a chit chat with Tim Seeley, but I could not really work out a time frame with him for one reason or another. And we were trying to get Jason Aaron. I don't think it's less Jason Aaron and more just like I think Jason Aaron's just busy. Or limited time or whatever. But like I tried to like reach out to people and be like, hey, is there any way? Yeah, hey, do you want to come on? And the thing is, I always tell folks, it's never going to be, and there's not going to be any gotchas. There's not going to be any, I'm going to pull the wool out from under you and be like, ha, you fell for my trap card. This is actually a Chud channel. And now I'm going to grill you because your comics are woke and I think they're dumb. No, it's never going to be any of that. It's never going to be any of that. And I don't know. I want people to always feel welcome here. Like I always try and make people, feel as though that, this is a place where if they want to come back, they're more than free to come back. And I always leave the door open, for most people, unless they just express, and I haven't had that happen yet, but unless they express a disinterest in coming back, whatever. But that said, yeah, I wish more people paid attention to those interviews. I think they're fun. I think they're great. I think they offer a lot of insight. I usually try and ask questions to put people on game about what's going on in the industry to maybe give advice to some of y'all out there who don't know how certain things work. That's why when T was on, I was like, yeah, like if she wanted to talk about the industry and how she was treated and, things of that nature. And she has a lot of stories to tell because I talked to, like, I didn't tell any of y'all this. I stayed on the call with her for like 4, almost 5 hours after we ended the stream, just talking. And I can't repeat any of the things that she said, but she taught me a lot in a very short span of time. But that said, we got one last thing, and this is actually from the Streamlabs side. This is from the Streamlabs. This is Elite X1. It says we need someone to bring Mantis back as a comic book. I've been saying it for a long time. I'm saying, hey, I'm just saying, man. Dude, hey, and Carl Lumbly, he can write it if he want to write it.
Y'all are some sickos, man.
Look, I just want someone to make a trailer for the comic and take that old ass jazzy flute with the bongos in the background, theme song, and turn it into a trap beat. But no, I feel like it was way ahead of its time and would fit into the tech we have today. Don't know if Universal has the rights or not, but maybe even try for an updated streaming series or movie. That's something that, like, I don't know where the rights are on that show. I don't know where that's at, but I'm gonna tell you who would have the best chance of doing it, and that's Dynamite. Dynamite would probably have the best chance of getting their hands on that. And that's largely because they have a really good track record with IPs. They have a really good track record with IP stuff. Oh, sweet. I did not know that was a thing. Cool. So apparently VR Troopers is getting a spinoff. We'll probably talk about that next week. We'll talk about that next week. That's because I'm actually starting to get hungry. I have not eaten anything since yesterday. So let's see. Oh, we got one from Paris. Man, out here just slid in, baseball sliding in. Said with the $20. Says, good afternoon, gents. In the midst of con season out in VA, and wanted y'all's take on the reveal for next year's Blerd Con. The theme is Geeknik 90s. Yeah, I saw that. It says, what are some themes that come to mind? Me, Super Mario, Nino Brown. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Yeah, I saw that.
Lord, there's some freaky shit at BlerdCon.
I don't like, honestly, I'm of a mixed bag about that. I'm like,
oh no.
Part of me is excited. Another part of me is like,
yeah, thinking about Anime BlueCon.
Mm-hmm. But I think a theme, and I they may have done this one before. I'm not 100% on that. But I feel like one of the things that would be like just a really easy theme would be to have like a Power Rangers theme. I don't know if they've ever done it before, but it would be cool if they did it. I would be 100% down for that. If they did that. Also, I don't know. I would like to see more comics pros at BlerdCon. I feel like I feel like BlerdCon is really more for like the community as a whole, but like I think that and maybe, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I've talked to some Black artists and writers who have said they've never been. So put me on game. But I think maybe they should try to reach out to some Black comics pros, reach out to some legends, and like hell, hit up a Rodney Barnes. Or a God, I'm about to fuck this woman's whole name up. Nanedi Okafor? Hit her up. Hit up a Roxanne Gay or a Vita Ayala or hit up a Marewa Ayadeli or some shit, you know. You can hit up Christopher Priest too. I don't know how that's gonna go, but you know, you do what you gotta do. But yeah, like get some of those big names out there. I think that's a missed opportunity. I think that's actually a gravely missed opportunity, if I'm being honest. Take that how you wanna. Yeah, Victor LaValle. Give him a whole floor. Let them do their thing. Get Stephanie Williams out there. But yeah, what do I know? I've talked to a couple of people at BlerdCon over the past few years, and I've never really gotten terribly far with them. So I feel like BlerdCon is more focused on like anime and manga and video games more than anything else. And I feel like comics is something they don't even think about. Like maybe not say that it's not there at all, but just from the people I've talked to, it just seems like comics is like an afterthought to them. Like if it ain't a manga, they don't give a fuck. And I know like Janelle Monáe had shown off like her comic or whatever, but I think the only reason people gave a shit was not because it was a comic, it's because it was
Janelle Monáe.
It was Janelle Monáe. Janelle Monáe is selling that comic, not the comic itself. Not to say the comic is bad, because I haven't read it, but I'm just saying this is where I'm at. That said, also, man, out here. Thank you for also hooking up 5 Blerd Club Gold memberships. Man, out here. The man is out here. What is he doing? God damn. Love to see it. With that said,
Yep.
I think it's time for us to take that knee. I need to go eat. I am famished. And I actually kind of want to get back to watching this messy ass blind white girl TV show in the dark. Because it's been a trip. Carter's like, huh? is a TV show called In the Dark. The main character's blind.
Okay.
It's a blind white woman, and she's a sloppy mess. She a blind woman who loves to fuck and loves to drink and is always just out here. Just she don't give a fuck, and I love it. I love to see it. But anyway, thank you all for the fantastic vibes in the show. I'm glad y'all showed up for SkyBlew. Make sure y'all go and check out SkyBlew's and DJ Reimei's new album, Battle for the Universe. Remember, links in the description. You can also use, if you're on Twitch, you can use !guest and !works. The link to the Bandcamp is actually pinned at the top of the page for both Twitch and YouTube. Make sure you go check those out. And yeah, maybe the next time we live stream, you might just hear some of that album when we do the countdown next time. I apologize for it kind of coming in kind of jank earlier. We had some technical difficulties and there was just a lot of craziness that was going on. And yeah, there you go. But I still thought we had a great time. It was a great talk. Anyway, until next time, for Carter Presents, I'm the Blerd Without Fear. And Donald Trump can go to hell.
Bye.